Chapter 1. The Land of Fire, Konoha Village. Right now, this is the focus of the surrounding major countries. Because the Chunin exam is already in full swing in Konoha Village. And it has come to the last round of the Chunin exam. Hyuga Neji has been defeated by Uzumaki Naruto, Nara Shikamaru has also shown his IQ, and next, Uchiha Sasuke will fight Gaara. It is also the last highlight of the Chunin exam. However, just when Kakashi led Uchiha Sasuke to the final assessment competition site, a mechanized system prompt sound exploded from the sky. Drop. The Dual Ninja World comparison system is about to start. Activate the Ninja Sky Curtain. After the prompt sounded, a huge virtual screen suddenly appeared in the sky of the entire ninja world. The words comparison of the two ninja realms were extremely clear. No matter who you are, from any angle, you can clearly see the huge sky above. At this moment, the entire ninja world is completely boiling. On the high platform of the final competition of the Chunin exam, Sarutobi Hiruzen, the Hokage, immediately stood up and looked at the virtual screen above the sky with a solemn expression. Is it a genjutsu? The sudden appearance of an unknown prompt sound, coupled with the sky covering the sky, made all the ninjas at the Chunin exam venue panic. Illusion, release. Hatake Kakashi, who was standing in the middle of the field, immediately lifted up his forehead protector, and the three Magatama Sharingan slowly rotated. However, the sky that covered the sky still existed. Not an illusion. Kakashi was slightly stunned. Soon, not only Kakashi found that this was not an illusion, but all the ninjas around him also found that they could not solve this illusion at all. At the same time, the huge sky curtain was covering the entire ninja world at an extremely fast speed. The land of Earth, the hidden rock village. What is going on? It can't be an illusion. Everyone in our village can clearly see the sky. What on earth happened? Onoki, the Tsuchikage, was floating in the air at this moment, looking solemnly at the illusory sky above. This scene was not only happening in the land of Earth. It was also happening in the land of Thunder, the land of Water, and the land of Wind. Ding! The Dual Ninja Realm comparison system begins binding all Ninja Realm ninjas. Ding! Hatake Kakashi enters the Sky Museum chat system, Uchiha Sasuke enters the Sky Museum chat system, Sarutobi Hiruzen enters the Skymage chat system, 2 days scale Onoki enters. At this time, all the ninjas who were pulled into the Sky Curtain chat system could clearly feel that they only needed to think about what they wanted to say and publish it on the huge Sky Curtain. Kakashi, what's going on? Soon. Kakashi took the lead in using the Sky Curtain chat system to post a message. And this sentence also appeared on the Sky Curtain. Might Guy Kakashi. Kakashi Kai. Sarutobi Hiruzen, what the hell just happened? Onoki : I can actually see your speeches. The fourth Raikage AI, is this another illusion trick of your Konoha village? Mei Terumi, it must have been someone from Konoha village. Sarutobi Hiruzen, nonsense. We in Konoha village didn't do anything. Tsunade : what the hell is this sky curtain that suddenly appeared? Jiraiya : Tsunade. Tsunade. Can you see me? Tsunade : I can't see. Jiraiya : Orochimaru : interesting. Tsunade : Orochimaru. Jiraiya : Orochimaru. Soon, there was a round of crazy bullet screens. Just as all the ninjas in the ninja world were curious, the sky screen system once again showed a prompt. Drop. Start binding the Pure Land Ninja. Uchiha Madara enters the Sky Museum chat system, Senju Hashirama enters the Sky Museum chat system, Uchiha Izuna enters the Sky chat system, Senju Tobirama enters the Sky Curtain chat system. All the ninjas in the ninja world swallowed their saliva fiercely after seeing this. Even the dead bosses were pulled into the Sky Curtain? Uchiha Madara, have I been resurrected? Something is wrong, I was not resurrected. Wait. Where on earth is this place? Am I still in the Pure Land? Senju Hashirama Madara? Madara. It's really you. Madara. Uchiha Madara, get lost. Don't come near me. Uchiha Madara was already confused at this moment. According to his plan, he should be resurrected by Nagato. What is the situation now? Senju Tobirama, we were probably all awakened by the voice before. Based on the previous clues from the sky, Senju Tobirama quickly deduced a rough idea. Uchiha Izuna Nissan. Uchiha Madara o Doudou. Uchiha Izuna, it's really Nissan. Uchiha Madara o Doudou, come to Nissan and give me a hug. Senju Hashirama, I want a hug too. Uchiha Madara, Hashi hot mom. Get down on your feet. Senju Hashirama cry. Senju Tobirama Anaki, be careful. I just studied it and found that the sky curtain chat system we are currently pulled into does not only include us, but also ninjas from the entire ninja world. Moreover, no matter whether they are dead or alive, they are all in it. Senju Hashirama. Senju Tobirama, in other words, all the ninjas in the ninja world saw your behavior that made me want to vomit just now. Senju Hashirama. The fourth Raikage AI, ha ha ha. I didn't expect that the first Hokage who founded Konoha village with Uchiha Madara would have such a personality. Mei Terumi, I really learned a lot. Senju Hashirama I. In the Pure Land, Senju Hashirama's face turned black. The next second, the Dual Ninja World Comparison System immediately released a sky screen announcement. Ding! The Dual Ninja World Comparison System is about to start. The current world is the original Naruto world, and the world to be compared is the second Naruto world. Various events will be compared between the two worlds. The compared events will involve any time period of the past, present and future. And in the comparison event, the ninjas in the Tianmu chat system can speak freely. After the comparison is completed, the system will accumulate Toko points, which can be used to purchase corresponding point items in the Tianmu Mall. In the comparison event, various forms of tasks will be randomly triggered, such as prediction tasks, question answering tasks, etc. Byte. The first event comparison of the two ninja worlds will be released in 10 minutes. Event: Night of Extermination, Original Naruto World, vs Night of Dawn, Second Naruto World. Please stay tuned. Chapter 2. When this series of sky screen prompts appeared, ninjas all over the ninja world began to discuss it crazily. Senju Hashirama, why don't I understand? Uchiha Madara. Senju Tobirama, obviously, the world we are in now is the original world, and the one to be compared with our world is the second world. Narashikaku, the second generation leader's analysis is correct. According to the current situation, it seems that in addition to our world, there is another ninja world that is exactly the same as our world. Then, this comparison system is to compare the events that happened in the two ninja worlds on the sky. The Nara clan is worthy of being Konoha's think tank, and they quickly made a general analysis. Senju Tobirama, although it is difficult to understand, this is what it looks like now. After seeing the conversation between Senju Tobirama and Narashikaku, all the ninjas in the ninja world roughly understood the basic situation of this dual ninja world comparison system. Senju Tobirama, as for the complaint points, we can only know how it works after we try a round of comparison events. Narashikaku yet. Senju Hashirama, o Doudou. O Doudou. Look at the lower left corner of the frame in front of you, there is a points mall. There are so many good things in it. As soon as these words came out, all the ninjas noticed the existence of the Sky Curtain Points Mall. They didn't know until they opened it. Once they opened it, the breathing of all the ninjas in the ninja world became heavy at this moment. Tianmu Points Mall. A-level ninjutsu, B-level ninjutsu, C-level ninjutsu, D-level ninjutsu. S-level ninjutsu and immortal techniques. Physical type, blood limit type, blood elimination type, blood network type. I-technique bloodline. There is even a daily life mall at the back. The products there are also dazzling. Uchiha Madara fuck, the Mangekyo Sharingan can be exchanged for points. After Uchiha Madara saw the Mangekyo Sharingan series in the points exchange column, he was dumbfounded. You know, the road to opening the Mangekyo Sharingan was both heart-wrenching and tortuous. Uchiha Izuna. Uchiha Fugaku. Uchiha Shisui. The more Uchiha Madara read to the end, the more dumbfounded he became. Because he saw that not only the Mangekyo Sharingan could be exchanged for points, but even the Rinnegan could be exchanged for points. And not only that. Looking down, there is also the 6 Megatama Rinnegan Samsara Eye Clean Eyes etc. However, the points required have reached an extremely terrifying astronomical number. Senju Hashirama wait. In this Sky Curtain Points Mall, there are Tailed Beast series items that can be exchanged. Uchiha Madara. Onoki colon. Mei Terumi. The 4th Raikage AI. For a moment, all the people in the village who had tailed beasts and those who did not had tailed beasts in their hearts raised a question mark in their souls. Senju Hashirama, let me see how much the little 9 tails is worth, found it. Let me count them. Tens, hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, tens of millions, and hundreds of millions. Senju Hashirama, can this 9 tails thing be worth 10 billion? Kurama, how can you practice this? Hashirama. The 9 tails originally didn't want to participate in the speech, but when it saw what Hashirama Senju said, it couldn't hold it back anymore. Senju Hashirama, ahaha, Kuabai is here too. I never thought you could be worth 10 billion points. After all, isn't the 9 tails a small-tailed beast that he can easily hold with one hand? It is actually the most valuable of all the tailed beasts. Thinking of this, Hashirama Senju suddenly lost interest in this tailed beast series. After 10 minutes of research by all the ninjas in the ninja world, all of them breathed heavily. Their eyes were red. Because the things in this Sky Curtain Points Mall are really too good. If you can really exchange the things in it, then becoming stronger will be a matter of minutes. For a while, everyone was ready to go. In the next Double Ninja World comparison, they will complain fiercely. Not for anything else. Just for the points that can be obtained by complaining. Bite. The first event comparison on the Sky screen will begin soon. Start playing the original Naruto world, the night of the extermination of the clan. Immediately afterwards. In the sky above the entire ninja world. Above the illusory and transparent sky, an extremely clear picture suddenly appeared. And in the picture, the scene on the eve of the night of the Uchiha clan extermination has been presented. At the entrance to the back mountain of the Uchiha clan's residence, Uchiha Itachi's figure suddenly appeared. Then, he looked at a big tree at the entrance and said, slowly come out. Then the mysterious man with a tiger-patterned mask stepped out slowly. Uchiha Itachi looked at the mysterious masked man in front of him and said in a low voice, I have something I want to ask you for help with. The mysterious masked man leaned against the tree trunk. What is it? Uchiha Itachi said indifferently, exterminate a clan. Uchiha Madara. Uchiha Izuna. Uchiha Madara, I was just wondering why this incident is called the Night of Extermination, so, this kid named Uchiha Itachi wants to destroy our Uchiha clan. Although Uchiha Madara doesn't like the people in his clan very much. But he is a member of the Uchiha clan after all, and he was once the patriarch of the Uchiha clan. Onoki the Uchiha clan was killed overnight by Uchiha Itachi, leaving only his younger brother Sasuke, and Uchiha Itachi also became a traitor to Konoha village and disappeared without a trace. Uchiha Madara, where's Uchiha Itachi? Get out! I know you can see it. Even if the Uchiha clan is in decline, even if the last clan dies out, it's okay, but I didn't expect you to slaughter them. Get out quickly! Uchiha Madara had also anticipated the fate of the clan. Even if the clan caused trouble and was eventually wiped out in a battle with outsiders, it was still a death in battle. Chapter 3 At the same time, the scene on the sky began to change. Uchiha Itachi and the mysterious masked man had already started to act. Uchiha Itachi's eyes were cold and ruthless. He raised his sword and slashed. From the 80-year-old man to the women and children. He spared no one. Starting from the entrance of the Uchiha residence, he killed all the way to his own door. Behind Uchiha Itachi, there were already corpses everywhere and blood flowing like a river. Uchiha Madara, you killed a child? Are you still a human being? Senju Hashirama, alas, what happened to create such a situation? Senju Hashirama hoped that the Uchiha clan could grow in harmony with Konoha village. However, who could have known that the first thing that happened after he was awakened by this mysterious system was the destruction of the Uchiha clan? Onoki: this kid is really cruel and ruthless. The fourth Raikage AI said it was such a pity that these clan members died. What I hate most is people like Uchiha Itachi. If you dare to show up in our hidden cloud village, I will kill you alive. After seeing this scene, the fourth Raikage AI was so angry that he pounded the table. Uchiha Madara, where is the Uchiha clan leader at this time? Just leaving him to be killed by Uchiha Itachi. Onoki: as far as I know, Itachi Uchiha's father, Fugaku Uchiha, is the clan leader. As for why he didn't come out to prevent this tragedy from happening, that's unknown. Uchiha Madara. At this moment, on the screen, Uchiha Itachi has already walked into the Uchiha clan leader's residence with a knife in hand and an expressionless face. He slowly opened the clan leader's room door. In front of Uchiha Itachi, Uchiha Fugaku and Uchiha Mikoto knelt on the straw mat with calm expressions. It seems that the weasel. You finally chose to stand on Konoha's side. Uchiha Fugaku slowly raised his eyes. It was a pair of Mangeki Sharingan with special patterns. Onoki: this is Mangeki Sharingan. Onoki had seen the power of the Mangeki Sharingan before, so he judged it at a glance. At the same time, Sarutobi Hiruzen, who was looking at the sky, trembled in his heart after seeing this scene. Uchiha Fugaku actually possessed the Mangeki Sharingan. Thinking of this, Sarutobi Hiruzen sweated coldly. If Uchiha Fugaku had fought back on the night of the genocide, perhaps the situation would have been completely rewritten. At the same time, at the entrance of the route, Shimura Danzo, who had half of his body wrapped in bandages, frowned deeply after seeing the scene on the sky. Surprisingly, I missed a pair of Mangeki Sharingan. Shimura Danzo subconsciously touched his right eye. Then, he continued to focus his eyes on the sky. Uchiha Madara, isn't it just a pair of Mangeki Sharingan? Why are you making such a fuss? Next, Uchiha Fugaku, as the head of the clan, and you have also opened the Mangeki Sharingan, it's time to stop your son who has already turned his back on his family. In the sky screen, Uchiha Fugaku slowly closed his eyes. Itachi, we respect your choice. Then, a cold knife light flashed in the room. 2 scarlet bloodstains stained the wall. Uchiha Fugaku and Uchiha Mikoto fell in a pool of blood. Uchiha Madara. Uchiha Madara Fugaku. What are you doing? You have the Mangeki Sharingan, but you don't stop your son. And they still respect your choice? Go ask those tribesmen who were killed, whether they respect your choice. Uchiha Madara was really angry. Onoki: I thought it was the chief of the Fugaku clan who was defeated by Uchiha Itachi and then killed by Uchiha Itachi, is this the truth? The fourth Raikage AI, he died in such a miserable way? He is not worthy of being the head of a clan. Mei Terumi, after all, that's Konoha, and it's obvious that Uchiha Itachi chose to stand on the side of Konoha. Uchiha Madara, a clan can die in battle. But they must not die in frustration. Fugaku and Itachi, get out here. At this time, Uchiha Fugaku and Uchiha Itachi could only remain silent. Senju Hashirama: Aban, forget it, after all, these are things that have already happened. Uchiha Madara: Hashi hot mom. If your brother suddenly went crazy and slaughtered your entire clan, would you let it go? Senju Tobirama Uchiha Madara, just chat, don't drag me into this. Sure enough, my point of view is still correct. You, the Uchiha clan, are a race-born evil. Uchiha Izuna Tobirama. How dare you be so mean to me? Senju Tobirama, I am just as cruel to you. Uchiha Izuna. At this time, Uchiha Izuna was already filled with anger. If he hadn't underestimated the enemy and fallen into the trap of Senju Tobirama, it would be hard to say who was stronger and who was weaker in that battle. Bite. The original Naruto world, the night of genocide incident has been broadcast. Start calculating the Tuko points. Congratulations to Uchiha Madara for getting 500 points. Congratulations to the 4th Raikage AI for getting 300 points. Congratulations to Onoki for getting 100 points. Congratulations! At this point, people who have earned points can see their balance in the points mall in the lower left corner, which has changed from 0 to the corresponding points. Byte. Comparison video starting soon. Start playing the second Naruto world, the Dawn Night Incident. The second Naruto world transformation reminder, a young man with extremely terrifying strength and talent was born in the Uchiha clan. The boy's name is Uchiha Yafan. The next moment, the picture in the giant sky curtain in the sky suddenly changed. It was still the night of the genocide. It was still the Uchiha station. But this time, there was one more person. Urjuzi, your brother is crazy and is going to kill us all tonight. In front of the Uchiha station, an 8-year-old boy was looking at Uchiha Sasuke behind him. At this time, Uchiha Sasuke looked at the boy in front of him who was 2 years older than him. Confusedly, he asked Yafan Nisan, what should we do? Just after Uchiha Sasuke asked, the voices of the tribesmen came from behind him. Night Breeze, what should we do? Yes. I heard that Uchiha Itachi is very powerful. Moreover, the clan leader doesn't seem to be willing to stand on our side. If it weren't for Yafeng, we would still be kept in the dark. Is Fugaku worthy of being the clan leader? That's it. That's it. He actually chose to stand on the side of his rebellious eldest son, Uchiha Itachi. Dozens of clan members standing behind Uchiha Yafan said angrily. Have the families of those who chose to follow us been settled? Uchiha Yafan asked. Everything has been settled. A tribesman replied in a low voice. Sasuke, leave here and go to the cellar. I will find you when the dust settles here. Uchiha Yafan said. Yet, the Sasuke at this time is also different from the Sasuke in the Wish world. Because of the intervention of Yafan, the relationship between Sasuke and Itachi has almost broken down. Calculating the time, Uchiha Itachi will be here soon. Uchiha Yafan slowly pulled out a ninja sword from his waist. Then the tip of the sword pointed directly at the dark road ahead. At the end of the road, there seemed to be crying and shouting. It was obvious. Uchiha Itachi had already started. If you are afraid, just step back a little. Uchiha Yafan smiled grimly. His eyes suddenly turned into 3 Megatama Samsara eyes. People who are not afraid of death, follow me. Let's go kill this beast. Then. Chapter 4. At this time, the ninjas of the original Naruto world, after watching this scene, all of them were filled with deep admiration. You know, Uchiha Itachi has the Manjiki Sharingan. And in the sky screen, it is obvious that the Uchiha clan member named Yafeng only has the 3 Magatama Sharingan. Obviously, he only has 3 Magatama, but he dares to confront Uchiha Itachi head-on. This scene has an indescribable spirit. Uchiha Madara, good boy. You have guts. And you are very talented. You opened the 3 Magatama Sharingan at the age of 8. Moreover, you are about to face off against Uchiha Itachi who has the Manjiki Sharingan. This courage. I approve of it. Uchiha Izuna at the age of 8, he opened the 3 Megatama Sharingan. This kind of talent far exceeds that of other members of our clan. Senju Tobirama, even if that Uchiha Yafan has the 3 Magatama Sharingan, he can't be a match for Uchiha Itachi who has the Manjiki Sharingan. Uchiha Madara looked at Senju Tobirama's speech and was so angry that his teeth ached. However, he had no other words to refute. After all, he knew better than anyone how powerful the Manjiki Sharingan was. At this time, on the screen, behind the knife-wielding boy, many Uchiha clan members gathered. Fight with that damn Uchiha Itachi! This beast who killed his companions. Even if I die, I will bite off a piece of his flesh. They are not afraid of the night wind. What else should we be afraid of? Walk. Anyway, we will die anyway. These Uchiha clan members also took their weapons and opened their Sharingan. They followed behind Uchiha Yafan. This battle. There is no chance of survival. Soon, a figure appeared at the end of the courtyard road. Uchiha Itachi swung the ninja sword in his hand, and the blood on the ninja sword fell on the grass beside him. Then he looked at Uchiha Yafan who was standing not far away, and frowned. This clan member's strength and talent are not inferior to his own. It can even be said that he has begun to have a growth posture that is faintly crushing him. If he hadn't opened the Manjiki Sharingan, he really wouldn't be the opponent of this clan member. Even though he is only 8 years old now. The beast is coming. Uchiha Yafan looked at Uchiha Itachi in front of him, without any fear in his eyes. If you continue to grow, you will definitely go astray in the future, so, Uchiha Itachi lowered his eyes and said in a low voice. Fuck you. Uchiha Yafan interrupted Uchiha Itachi's speech with a knife. You just envy my talent, and you just want to use this action to get rid of me as soon as possible. You are a useless beast, you are submissive to others, but you are very cruel to your clan members. This curse directly made Uchiha Itachi's face turn black. The ninjas in the original Naruto world began to look interesting. Uchiha Madara great. Cool. Cool scolding. I thought this kid would suffer, but in the end, ha 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 ha. Great scolding. Cool scolding. I love this kid. Senju Hashirama swearing is always bad, ban. Uchiha Madara get down here. The 4th Raikage AI ha ha ha. This guy is just my type. If you meet someone like him, you should scold him back like he does. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel comfortable. Onoki : just for this courage, I admire it. Mei Terumi, although he is only 8 years old, it can be seen that he will definitely be a super handsome boy in the future. Senju Tobirama, it's a pity there is no future. This kid will never survive Uchiha Itachi's hands. Uchiha Madara Hira, please control your brother's venomous mouth. Senju Hashirama Hidaudu, please stop talking. Senju Tobirama _brother? Which side are you from? At the same time, on the screen, Uchiha Itachi's face was as gloomy as water. The next second, he did not hesitate, and immediately raised his sword and used a body flash technique to arrive behind Uchiha Yafan. He was determined to take Yafan's life with one sword. Are you in a hurry now? Yafan sneered repeatedly. A strong fighting spirit immediately erupted. The 3 Megatama Sharingan spun to the extreme. He began to fight madly with Uchiha Itachi. Kill! Kill this beast! Kill! Behind him, dozens of Uchiha clan elites also roared angrily. Everyone began to join the battle fearlessly. And Uchiha Itachi still showed no mercy. When he found an opportunity, he began to kill these elites. Uchiha Yafan's face was full of grimness at this time. And the various scenes in front of him began to stimulate his brain crazily. The pair of 3 Magatama Sharingan spun crazily. And the clan members around him began to decrease. Although Uchiha Yafan was only 8 years old, with his strong personal charm and extremely terrifying talent, he also had a certain number of followers in the clan. Kill! Even if I die, I will dig out a piece of his flesh. Fire style, Great Fireball Technique. Fire style, Phoenix Fire Technique. At this time, Uchiha Itachi was already bloodthirsty. He unleashed the light of the kaleidoscope without hesitation. The pair of windmill-shaped kaleidoscopes began to continuously harvest the lives of these tribesmen. All back off. I'm coming. At this moment, Yafan was seen holding a knife in his right hand and lowering his head. A voice like hell came out of Yafan's mouth. The few remaining tribesmen slowly retreated behind Yafan. Night Wind, give up struggling. This way you won't have much pain. Uchiha Itachi held a knife and walked slowly towards Yafan. When he was only 2 steps away from Yafan, a trace of anger hidden in the deepest part of Uchiha Itachi's eyes splashed. If it weren't for Yafan, his brother would still love him as much as when he was a child. But because of Yafan's existence, he brainwashed his brother and made his brother no longer love him. So, he must die. Uchiha Itachi's face flashed a hideous look. When the screen showed Uchiha Itachi's hideous face, the ninjas of the original Naruto world couldn't hold it anymore. Uchiha Madara, look at this guy's face. I'm going to throw up. He's jealous of Yafan's talent, jealous of his strength. And he talks so nicely, ugh. Senju Tobirama, it doesn't matter. An 8-year-old Uchiha boy, no matter how powerful he is, can only stop here. Wait for Uchiha Itachi's ninja sword to swing down. It's probably over. The night of dawn should be just a faint light. Uchiha Madara, I have to say it, Tobirama, you have a really poisonous tongue. Senju Tobirama, only for you Uchiha clan. Uchiha Madara. Although Uchiha Madara was angry at what Senju Tobirama said, according to the current sky screen, this should be the case. After all, an 8-year-old Uchiha boy, no matter how talented he is, can't stir up trouble in front of the Manjiki Sharingan, unless... Uchiha Madara suddenly thought of an extremely terrifying idea. At this time, in the sky screen, Uchiha Itachi swung his sword down. At this time, the voice of Yafan sounded coldly. Give up struggling. Won't it be a lot of pain? Save these words for when you see the dead tribesmen, and then tell them properly. The next second, Yafan suddenly raised his head. A pair of 3 Magatama Sharingan began to spin wildly. The abnormal transformation began. The Magatama in the pupil also changed at this time. It turned into a pair of brand new patterns. The star-shaped stars flickered strangely. The Magatama was long and slanted and mysterious. Uchiha Madara, fuck. Manjiki Sharingan. He activated the Manjiki Sharingan. And, I remember, he seems to be only 8 years old. Senju Hashirama, this is 8 years old. At this point, all the ninjas in the original Naruto world were shocked to the point that their hair stood on end. Their scalps were numb. 8-year-old Uchiha. 8-year-old Manjiki. P.S. I beg you readers to give me flowers. The following plot is absolutely exciting. 10 flowers for more updates. 1 review ticket for more updates. 1 monthly ticket for more updates. 1 comment for more updates. 1 reward for more updates. Chapter 5. In the sky screen above the ninja world, Uchiha Yafan's enchanting starlight Manjiki Sharingan is releasing a powerful glow. This glow far exceeds the light in Uchiha Itachi's pupils. It's obvious. Everyone knows that Uchiha Yafan's Manjiki is definitely better than Uchiha Itachi's. On one side is the bright light of insects, and on the other side is the radiance of the bright moon. Who is stronger? You can tell at a glance. Uchiha Madara, ha ha ha. Good. Great. Beat that Uchiha Itachi to death. Uchiha Izuna ham Uchiha Itachi to death. Uchiha Chiya ham Uchiha Itachi to death. Uchiha B ham Uchiha Itachi to death. +1. +999. Then, there was a wave of angry screen swiping. In the sky screen, the powerful Mangekyo glow filled Uchiha Itachi's eyes with an unprecedented stinging feeling. He had to close his eyes. However, the stinging feeling still did not ease. At this moment, after Yafan awakened his own Mangekyo Sharingan, his aura instantly began to soar. Whether it was his senses, strength, or the chakra in his body, they all increased exponentially. At the same time, a blue glow began to wrap around Yafeng's body. The appearance of this scene directly stunned Uchiha Madara and Senju Hashirama, who were watching this scene in the original Naruto world. Uchiha Madara Hashirama, this feeling, do you feel a sense of familiarity? Senju Hashirama quite familiar, this is. Senju Tobirama also noticed something unusual at this time, and immediately said solemnly. Senju Tobirama, this is, sage constitution. As soon as these words came out, the ninjas in the former Naruto world were immediately excited. Onoki sage body? According to some scrolls left over from the Warring States period, there were some sporadic records of the sage body. Could it be? Uchiha Madara Hashirama was born with a sage body? Otherwise, why do you think Hashirama could dominate the ninja world with me? Senju Hashirama Aban, how can you call it domination? Change the word. We are fighting for the peace of the ninja world. While everyone was shocked, the picture on the sky. Uchiha Yafan not only awakened the extremely powerful Mangekyo Sharingan, but also stimulated the extremely terrifying Sage Body. Sage Body with Mangekyo Sharingan. The strength instantly exploded. The next moment, the ninja sword in Yafan's right hand was like a flash of lightning. In an instant, he swung the sword directly at Uchiha Itachi, who was holding the sword in front of him. In the face of this sudden surge in strength, even though Uchiha Itachi's reaction was very fast, he was still injured. With a swish sound, blood suddenly spurted out in front of him. The piercing pain made Uchiha Itachi groan. Yafeng did not give the other party any chance to react. A whip kick. He kicked Uchiha Itachi's face hard. Under the blessing of the awakened sage body, Yafeng's attack speed has far exceeded that of a Jonin. And Uchiha Itachi couldn't dodge at all. His whole face could only withstand Yafeng's kick. Bang! Then, Uchiha Itachi flew backwards and landed heavily on the wall in the distance. Puff cough cough. Uchiha Itachi felt a sharp pain on his face, and an indescribable feeling suddenly surged into his heart. During the cough, several teeth broke and fell out. Uchiha Madara, good. Very good. Ha ha ha. That's how we should fight. It's very satisfying. The fourth Raikage AI awesome. This fight is so satisfying. Uchiha Izuna, didn't someone from the Senju clan just say that this was a feint dawn? Where is that person? Why didn't he come out and say it? Senju Tobirama. Onoki at the age of 8, he was able to open the Mangekyo Sharingan and awaken the same physique as the first Hokage. If this grows up. After Onoki finished speaking, all the ninjas in the original Naruto world shuddered. Yes. At the age of 8, Uchiha had awakened the same physique as the first generation of Hokage, plus the Mangekyo Sharingan. After growing up, will anyone be able to compete with him? I'm afraid. Only Uchiha Madara and Senju Hashirama, the two heroes of the Warring States period, can fight against him, right? At this time, in the sky screen. Uchiha Itachi looked at the broken teeth scattered on the ground, his face turned black. He knew that he had to try his best today to have a chance to kill Uchiha Yafan. While he had just awakened the Mangekyo and was not yet used to its abilities, he could not hide anymore. The next moment, Uchiha Itachi used a body flickering technique. He once again shortened the distance between him and Uchiha Yafan. At the same time, in his eyes, the Mangekyo Sharingan began to spin wildly. Uchiha Izuna, this is about to use the Mangekyo Sharingan's unique Mangekyo pupil technique. Senju Tobirama, in that case, Uchiha Itachi should still have a chance. After all, as far as I know, after your Uchiha clan awakens the Mangekyou Sharingan, it still takes a while to unlock your own unique eye technique. Uchiha Izuna, Tobirama, why do you know so much about our clan? Senju Tobirama, because I am studying your clan, and all the ninjutsu I developed, including forbidden techniques, are all aimed at your Uchiha clan. Uchiha Izuna. All Ninja World Ninja. In the sky screen. Mangekyou pupil technique, Tsukuyomi. Uchiha Itachi used all his strength at this time. He must make Yafan fall into his own Tsukuyomi world. The glow of the Mangekyou Sharingan rose again. Yafan also knew at this time that if he fell into the world of Tsukuyomi, everything about him would be forcibly controlled by the other party. But the next second, the starlight kaleidoscope in Yafan's eyes also began to release the glow crazily. And his voice also came faintly. Since you want to take everything from me, then me, I will also take away everything from you. The next moment, Yafan suddenly awakened his own unique Mangekyou Sharingan pupil technique. Mangekyou Sharingan, Infinite Plunder. Chapter 6. Mangekyou Sharingan, Infinite Plunder. The Sharingan is also known as the pupil of the soul. After opening the Mangekyou Sharingan, a powerful eye technique that matches the awakener will be awakened. For example, the eye technique awakened by Uchiha Itachi is Amaterasu and Tsukuyomi. Another example is Uchiha Obito. After witnessing the death of Nohara Rin, he couldn't believe that this was reality and thought that reality was hell, so he awakened the corresponding Mangekyou eye technique, Kamui. He can separate himself from reality, and thus enter his own Kamui space. And now, what Uchiha Yafan awakened is the extremely powerful Mangekyou that can infinitely plunder the abilities of others. When Uchiha Itachi, the moment the Mangekyou Sharingan of Uchiha Itachi, Tsukuyomi, reached Yafan, it was completely absorbed by the Mangekyou in Yafan's eyes. And Uchiha Itachi could also clearly sense that his own Mangekyo Sharingan Tsukuyomi was fading at an extremely fast speed. Even if he wanted to end the technique, it would be useless. And all this happened in a flash. The next moment, Yafan completely plundered Uchiha Itachi's Mangekyou Sharingan Tsukuyomi. At this time, Uchiha Itachi covered his left eye in pain. The light of the Mangekyou Sharingan in his left eye had dimmed. At this moment, Uchiha Itachi's face began to twist. At the same time, he also became more determined in his inner thoughts. He must kill Uchiha Yafan. Otherwise, if he is allowed to grow up, he will definitely be a major threat in the future. Uchiha Itachi covered his left eye, and then quickly retreated. He opened a distance from Yafan. Then, the Mangekyou Sharingan in his right eye began to spin wildly. Then, the pupil of his right eye began to focus on Yafan in the distance. Yafan, who was standing in the distance, just stared at Uchiha Itachi indifferently. Mangekyo pupil technique, Amaterasu. Uchiha Itachi shouted in a low voice. The Mangekyo pupil technique was released again. In an instant, in front of Yafan, a terrifying black flame appeared. It seemed that the fire of Amaterasu was going to devour everything in front of him. Yafan looked at the black flames, and the Mangekyo Sharingan in his pupils once again released a powerful glow. Mangekyou pupil technique, Infinite Plunder. The overwhelming flames of Amaterasu were immediately absorbed into the Mangekyou by Yafan. And Uchiha Itachi's expression changed drastically again. Just like the previous Tsukuyomi, this time, he could no longer feel the Amaterasu pupil technique in his pupils. And now, Yafan also used his own Mangekyou pupil technique Infinite Plunder to completely use the two pupil techniques of Tsukuyomi and Amaterasu for himself. Senju Tobirama, this talent, it's so scary. I can feel his potential is even more terrifying than Uchiha Madara's. If he grows up, he will definitely be no weaker than Uchiha Madara. Uchiha Madara, our Uchiha clan, has always produced many strong people. What? Are you scared? Uchiha Izuna, that's right. This is the pride of our Uchiha clan. And now, in the sky screen. Yafan has completely taken the lead in the battle. With the blessing of the Sage Body and the Mangeki Sharingan, it is easy to beat Uchiha Itachi. What's more, Uchiha Itachi has lost his two major Mangeki pupil techniques. Keep yelling, you beast! Yafan came to Uchiha Itachi in a flash. Then, he kicked him hard in the abdomen. Uchiha Itachi's face suddenly twisted. You killed the clan members with this hand, right? Yafan looked at Uchiha Itachi lying on the ground, then raised his right hand and stomped hard on Uchiha Itachi's right arm. Snap! The crisp sound of bone breaking was heard immediately. Ah! The severe pain made Uchiha Itachi unable to bear it any longer. And this one? Yafan smiled cruelly. Then he raised his foot. He crushed Uchiha Itachi's other arm. The crisp sound of bone cracking and Uchiha Itachi's screams sounded so pleasant to the ears of the few remaining tribesmen. Uchiha Madara great! Well done! Killing him directly like this is a good deal for this guy. At this moment, in the sky screen, Yafan's actions really made the dead Uchiha clan members in the original Naruto world feel unprecedented relief. In just a few minutes, Uchiha Itachi's hands and feet were completely disabled by Yafan. Stop! At this moment, a loud shout was heard. A man and a woman rushed out of the courtyard. They were Uchiha Fugaku and Uchiha Mikoto. At this time, Uchiha Fugaku was furious after seeing Uchiha Itachi, who was no longer human. He no longer concealed his Mangeki Sharingan. He looked at Uchiha Yafan fiercely. You came just in time, so I don't have to go looking for you. Yafan looked at Uchiha Fugaku and Uchiha Mikoto, and immediately showed his white teeth. The next moment, Yafan's figure disappeared without a trace. When Uchiha Fugaku reacted, Yafan was already in front of him. An elbow strike hit Uchiha Fugaku's throat directly. In an instant, Uchiha Fugaku was beaten without any chance to fight back. The remaining followers also flashed up and firmly controlled Uchiha Mikoto. At this time, Uchiha Fugaku was completely confused. How could Yafan be so powerful? It's just right, I'll try another eye technique on you. Yafan lowered his head, and the Scarlet Star Kaleidoscope began to flash. Before Uchiha Fugaku could be shocked, the powerful glow instantly enveloped him. Mangeki Sharingan, Infinite Devouring. After awakening the Mangeki Sharingan, both the left and right eyes will gain a powerful eye technique. The left eye of Uchiha Yafan awakened a secret technique or eye technique that could plunder the opponent. The right eye of the Mangekyo awakened an infinite devouring ability. It could devour the opponent's physique, or bloodline, or blood. These two abilities. Extremely domineering. At this time, Uchiha Fugaku's face suddenly changed. Because he found that his Mangekyo Sharingan disappeared. And he was completely blind. At the same time, he lost a powerful force. After swallowing Uchiha Fugaku's Mangeki, Uchiha Yafan felt that his Mangeki pupil power soared wildly again. Coupled with the Sage Body. Even if he didn't have the eternal Mangeki Sharingan, he didn't have to worry about going blind. So far, Uchiha Fugaku was blinded and disabled, Uchiha Itachi's hands and feet were completely disabled, and Uchiha Mikoto was arrested. Chapter 7. Ding! Tip: the first comparison event playback progress has reached 80%. Ding! The original Naruto world sensory synchronization function is about to be activated. Sensory synchronization function introduction. In the original Naruto world, all those who are related to Nightbreeze in the second Naruto world will have their senses synchronized after the comparison event starts playing. Whether it is a Pure Land ninja or a Ninja World ninja, the senses will be exactly the same as in the second Naruto world. After this system announcement appeared, all the ninjas in the original Naruto world were stunned. Synchronized senses. This would be fine if they had not come into contact with the terrifying Uchiha Yafan in the second Naruto world. But if they were those who had come into contact with Yafan, For example, Uchiha Fugaku, Uchiha Mikoto, and the bloody Uchiha Itachi in the sky screen. Senju Hashirama hiss, what function is this? Senju Tobirama obviously, it means literally, it seems that from now on, in the following comparison events, all the people and events related to Yafan in the second Hokage world will have all the senses in the second Hokage world synchronized. Uchiha Madara hahaha. Great. This function is great. In other words, is Uchiha Itachi in our world currently experiencing synchronized senses? Senju Tobirama it should be. At Uchiha Itachi, how do you feel now? Senju Tobirama has even figured out this sky curtain chat system by now, and can tag designated people. Uchiha Madara at Uchiha Itachi, how do you feel now? Are you happy? At the same time, in the original Naruto world, in the Land of Rain, in the Akatsuki base. Since the dual ninja realm comparison system came to the entire ninja world, the leader of the Akatsuki, Nagato, summoned all the members of the Akatsuki to the Akatsuki base. This is to prevent any unexpected incidents. And now, Uchiha Itachi is among them. The moment the synchronized senses were turned on, Uchiha Itachi only felt that his whole body was filled with unprecedented pain. The senses of his hands and feet that were disabled were also synchronized instantly. And he collapsed directly on the ground of the base. His whole body began to twitch violently. The muscles on his face also began to jump uncontrollably. At the moment, Uchiha Itachi is experiencing everything in the sky curtain comparison incident. Ah! This intense pain was so clear. Moreover, there was no way to block it. Even Uchiha Itachi thought about casting an illusion on himself, but it was still useless. For a moment, the screams of Uchiha Itachi echoed throughout the Akatsuki base. The leader, Tendo Pain, looked at the scene in front of him, and then slowly said, "Let's go to the conference room first, and let him in when he stops yelling." The Akatsuki organization nodded silently. Faced with this kind of sensory synchronization, even Tendo Pain had no way to deal with it. Whoever is unlucky can only bear it himself. After everyone entered the conference room, Uchiha Itachi, who was lying on the ground and twitching constantly, was about to collapse. He clenched his fists tightly, but there was no way. He could only continue to endure this pain. At the same time, in the Pure Land world, Uchiha Fugaku suddenly knelt on the ground, and the extreme pain of a broken throat came instantly. This feeling is so real. Even though he is dead, he can still feel this pain clearly. Life is worse than death. And even if he dies, he still has to endure it after death. Uchiha Madara hey! If only I could see Uchiha Itachi's expression right now. Uchiha Izuna I want to see it too. Not only Uchiha Itachi's, but also the one about Uchiha Fugaku who is not worthy of being the head of a clan. Senju Hashirama at this moment, they are probably all suffering from the pain of sensory synchronization, right? Are you still not satisfied with this? Uchiha Madara not satisfied. I want to see them suffer with my own eyes. This will make me feel more relieved. At this moment, the prompt sound of the dual ninja realm comparison system sounded again. Ding! The sensory synchronization of the two ninja worlds has been completely activated. Anyone who participates in the sky screen chat can spend corresponding points to exchange for the screen projection function of the synchronized sensory event person. Every 100 points can be exchanged for 1 minute of screen projection time for the synchronized sensory event person. After casting the screen, the other party's current situation will be displayed below the sky screen. Senju Hashirama wow! There's actually this function. So cruel. Uchiha Madara great. Ha ha ha. This function is really good. I really want to see Uchiha Itachi's current expression. The fourth Raikage AI I want to see it too. Onoki 100 points for 1 minute is a bit expensive. Bite. Uchiha Madara spends 500 points and selects the current second Naruto World Comparison Associated Person Uchiha Itachi for Sky Screen Projection. Screen projection time, 5 minutes. Onoki : as expected of Uchiha Madara. So generous. At this time, a projection screen appeared under the huge canopy in the sky. And the picture on the projection screen was exactly the current picture of Uchiha Itachi. In the picture, on the dim floor, Uchiha Itachi was twisting on the ground, looking like he was having a seizure. And there were also bursts of screams. Ah! Ah! After seeing this scene, all the ninjas in the ninja world couldn't help but swallow their saliva. There was even a sound. Moreover, this kind of pain can't be faked. In the venue of the Chunin exam. After seeing this scene, Uchiha Sasuke felt relieved. Kakashi on the side also took a deep breath. This feature, it's terrible. This is totally a public execution. I shouldn't have any contact with that guy in the second Hokage world. Kakashi looked at Uchiha Itachi, who was twisting like a bug, and swallowed. Uchiha Madara: wonderful. So wonderful. This sound is so wonderful. You should experience this kind of pain yourself. The fourth Raikage AI: it really makes me feel relieved. Haha. Onoki : he deserves it. Who made him do such a thing? At the same time, in the sky screen, one of the remaining tribesmen quickly came behind Yafan, and looked at him with awe. What should we do with the three of them? He pointed at Fugaku, Itachi, and Mikoto. Yafan smiled grimly when he heard this. This smile made the ninjas in the former Naruto world shudder. I'm afraid. Chapter 8. In the sky screen, Yafan used the immortal body to expand the chakra induction. Looking at the less than 1/10 of the surviving tribesmen, he slowly walked in front of Uchiha Fugaku and the other two. Looking at Uchiha Fugaku in front of him, Yafan said grimly, these deceased tribesmen need fresh blood for sacrifice. After it's over, kill Fugaku and use his blood to sacrifice to the clan members. Uchiha Fugaku heard this and gritted his teeth. His throat was broken, and he could only make an unwilling hoarse sound. Then, Yafan walked in front of Uchiha Mikoto, stretched out his right hand, and pinched Uchiha Mikoto's cheek. Then he applied a little force. Ah! Uchiha Mikoto cried out in pain. At the same time, in the Pure Land of the original Naruto world, Mikoto couldn't help but cry out in pain. She could clearly feel that her cheek was really pinched by the boy. I like this sound. Yafan tilted his head, and the scarlet kaleidoscope made Uchiha Mikoto tremble all over. I will let you make more sounds like this in the future. Moreover, I will use Tsukuyomi to trap you in endless illusions, so that you will serve me willingly. Yafan did not hide his ambition at all. After he finished speaking, Uchiha Fugaku on the side once again made a crazy ho-ho sound. And Uchiha Itachi was also full of anger at this time. His eyes wished to kill Yafan alive. Uchiha Madara: good boy. That's a cruel trick. Where's Fugaku, Mikoto, how do you feel now? In the Pure Land world, Uchiha Mikoto saw the picture in the sky and synchronized it through her senses. Her cheeks had already turned red. A feeling of extreme shame suddenly spread throughout her body. She is a woman, so she naturally understood what Yafan meant. What if later, the night wind grew up, and then really? In addition, if I appear in the contrasting event later and my senses are synchronized? Thinking of this, Uchiha Mikoto's face turned redder than before. Because she had predicted the nightmare of the future. In the sky screen, Yafan walked in front of Uchiha Itachi and said coldly, you beast, you are still useful. Whether you are used to stimulate Sasuke to awaken the Manjiki or to transplant the Manjiki in the future, it will be useful. Next, you will fall into the world of Tsukuyomi and enjoy it. After saying that, he did not give Itachi any time to react. He instantly released Tsukuyomi. He pulled Uchiha Itachi into the absolutely terrifying world of Tsukuyomi, where he enjoyed the torture of his clansmen every moment. This is a world where a few seconds in the outside world lasts for 3 days in Tsukuyomi. Ah! Ah! Uchiha Itachi's body suddenly began to twitch in pain. At the same time, in the original Naruto world, in the Akatsuki base, Uchiha Itachi, who was already twisted like a bug, collapsed after seeing the scene on the sky screen. Because of the function of sensory synchronization, what will happen next? Before he could react, he was already in a blood-red world. He was very familiar with this scene. Then, what was waiting for him was extremely cruel torture. Ah! Then, there was a crazy scream. It made the people next door, such as Tendo Pain, feel a little numb. For a moment, Tendo Pain began to doubt that this was the real pain. Konoha village, the entrance to the route. Shimura Danzo looked at the night breeze in the sky and couldn't help but take a deep breath. This method is too cruel, even more cruel than me. In the sky, seeing that the tribesman had taken Uchiha Itachi and the other two away, Yafan slowly turned his eyes to another direction. Uchiha Itachi still had something useful on him. The 8-foot mirror and the 10-fist sword. Only by completely depriving the opponent of everything, he would have the right to die here. If Yafeng's awakened Manjiki Sharingan was not infinite plunder, then he would kill Uchiha Itachi like a beast without mercy. And now, Uchiha Itachi's hands and feet were crippled by himself, and the double-eye Manjiki lost its powerful pupil technique. He is exactly the same as a useless person. Let him enjoy a few years in the world of Tsukuyomi first. Then, after plundering his 10-fist sword and 8-foot mirror, he will grant him death. Uchiha Madara too cruel. Uchiha Itachi was clearly arranged. I originally thought that Yafeng was just strong and talented. Now it seems that his methods are also powerful enough. Uchiha Izuna, it would be more satisfying to enjoy a few years in the world of Tsukuyomi than to kill him directly. The fourth Raikage AI, if this happened to me, I would probably slap Uchiha Itachi's brains out right there and then. Senju Hashirama, it's over, it's over. I can already foresee how terrifying Yafeng will be when he grows up. Senju Tobirama, as expected. The Uchiha clan is a clan born evil. Uchiha Izuna Tobirama. Die. In the sky screen. Yafeng jumped and landed on the roof of a building in the station. Get out of here. After he finished speaking, a space vortex slowly emerged. Then, a mysterious man wearing a tiger mask appeared in front of Yafeng. I never thought that the Uchiha clan would have such a powerful genius like you. Have interested in joining my group? Before the mysterious man could finish his words, the dark flames suddenly surged. However, all of these flames strangely penetrated his body. The next second, suddenly, a strange feeling surged into the mysterious man's heart. Was it the strange method he used to take away Uchiha Itachi? Then, the mysterious masked man did not dare to delay. He didn't even have time to say anything cruel, and used the pupil technique to escape from here. Ninjas from all over the world. I thought it would be so strong. After all this time, this is it. Chapter 9. In the original Naruto world. Standing on the top floor of the Akatsuki organization's base building, Uchiha Obito's face turned dark after seeing the scene in the sky screen where he ran away without even saying a word. In the sky screen, Yafeng closed his eyes and carefully sensed the surroundings. After discovering that Konoha's Anbu en route had begun to rush over here, he smiled coldly. Yafeng. It seems that the 3 generations are coming. What should we do next? Should we fight them? A tribe member quickly came to Yafeng and waited for Yafeng to make up his mind. Yafeng raised his head slowly, and his Manjiki Sharingan slowly turned. After a few seconds, he suddenly showed a kind smile. Don't worry, it's time for the 3rd generation to come out and be good people. Killing Konoha is only a temporary pleasure. Next, we have to kill the Konoha high-level officials little by little. Imagine, what do 3 generations want most? The location of the Hokage, the tribesman whispered. The position of Hokage, plus the support of the villagers and the submission of the surrounding big families. Yafan closed his Mangeki Sharingan and said. When the villagers in Konoha no longer worship the Hokage, but worship us Uchiha, when the surrounding families no longer submit to the Hokage. When we take away everything they want the most, or what they have already got, little by little. That's what it means to be truly refreshed. The expressions on their faces will be very interesting. And the most important thing is this. Yafan took a deep breath and looked at the tribe's residents. We, the Uchiha clan, need to take a breather. This arrangement stunned all the ninjas from the original Naruto world. Senju Hashirama, is this really something an 8-year-old boy could think of? Uchiha Madara, what a scheming person. I am already looking forward to how high he can grow. Senju Tobirama, why does this boy have such great malice towards the third Hokage? Monkey, monkey. Sarutobi Hiruzen, teacher, I am. At this time, Sarutobi Hiruzen, seeing Senju Tobirama asking the question, did not dare to continue pretending to be silent. Senju Tobirama, what the hell is going on? Sarutobi Hiruzen, Sarutobi Hiruzen's forehead was already sweating. Could it be that he had to tell his teacher in front of everyone that he and Shimura Danzo were the ones who secretly instigated the mission of Extermination Night? If so, how could he save his reputation? How could he keep his position as the third Hokage? At the same time, in the picture above the sky, the camera had been switched to the periphery of the Uchiha base. Danzo. This matter is a bit too abrupt. Sarutobi Hiruzen, wearing the Hokage uniform, is rushing over here quickly. Shimura Danzo on the side has his eyes slightly lowered. Sarutobi, stop being a good guy at this time. You also acquiesced to this matter. After Shimura Danzo finished speaking, Sarutobi Hiruzen frowned slightly. Then he asked, are you sure Itachi can complete the task? Shimura Danzo smiled and replied, I told him that as long as he can sacrifice himself for Konoha, I can guarantee his brother's survival. Look at the corpses all over the ground, it's enough to prove Itachi's determination. Shimura Danzo looked at the Uchiha corpses all over the ground and couldn't stop laughing. Danzo, be more restrained. Sarutobi Hiruzen and the others have arrived at the entrance of the Uchiha base. Then, he glared at Shimura Danzo beside him. You too. Shimura Danzo collected his facial expression and glanced at Sarutobi Hiruzen. Seeing the other person's unstoppable smile, he immediately said in a low voice. Sarutobi Hiruzen coughed lightly and then pinched his palms, which made the smile on his face fade a little. Uchiha Madara, I am about to vomit. What kind of face is this? Tobirama, is this your apprentice? Senju Tobirama, yes. Uchiha Madara, no wonder then. Senju Tobirama. Onoki : I never thought that the Sandame Hokage of Konoha village would be so cruel to the families in his own village. The fourth Raikage AI, what I hate most is people who stab others in the back. Moreover, you stabbed your own people. Is this Konoha? You are the third Hokage of Konoha village. The villagers living in Konoha village are so unlucky to meet a Hokage like you. Mei Terumi, I originally thought that the situation in our Kirigakure village was already very chaotic, but I didn't expect that under the wise leadership of the Sandame Hokage, the problems in Konoha were even more chaotic than ours. Senju Hashirama, what on earth is going on? Sarutobi, could it be that you were the one behind the Uchiha Itachi clan genocide? Sarutobi Hiruzen, first generation, the situation in our Konoha village was very dangerous and complicated. Senju Hashirama, don't change the subject, I just want to know, yes or no. Answer me. Then. Sarutobi Hiruzen fell silent. How could he answer this? In front of all the ninjas in the ninja world, he said that he had actually been secretly fanning the flames, and it had come to this? Senju Hashirama at Sarutobi Hiruzen. Where are the people? Uchiha Madara, isn't silence the best answer? Senju Hashirama. indeed. Silence is the best answer. The ninjas in Konoha village couldn't help but swallow their saliva after watching this scene. The Sandaime Hokage shouldn't be that kind of person, right? But, if not, why didn't the Sandaime come out to refute it, and the picture on the sky screen, but you can't fake it. How can it not be fake? After all, it is from another world, right? What does it have to do with our world? Then tell me, why didn't the Sandaime come out to refute? At the Chunin exam venue, Orochimaru, disguised as the Kazekage, looked at Sarutobi Hiruzen, who was sweating profusely, and then became more interested in the sky. I wonder if my other self would notice the powerful night wind? Sky screen. Just when Sarutobi Hiruzen and Shimura Danzo had calmed down, a dozen Uchiha clan members suddenly appeared in the distance. This made them frown. What's going on? How can there still be a living Uchiha? Sarutobi Hiruzen said quickly in a low voice. Have no idea, Shimura Danzo's face was not looking good at this time. Uchiha Madara, I really want to throw up. Look at the disbelief on their faces. When I have the chance in the future, I will personally send you to the Pure Land. Uchiha Izuna disgusting. Onoki : I didn't expect that. This is the style of the third Hokage. The fourth Raikage AI too disgusting. Such a face. At the same time, in the sky screen, Yafan, surrounded by the remaining tribesmen, slowly walked towards Sarutobi Hiruzen and Shimura Danzo. P.S. 5 more chapters with 12,000 words are here. I beg you all for flowers, monthly tickets, evaluation tickets, and rewards. Dragon Boat Festival reading discount. Top up 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Chapter 10. Sky Screen. Don't look so gloomy. You won't be able to explain yourself if you are found to be abnormal later. Shimura Danzo quickly touched Sarutobi Hiruzen's arm. Yes. Sarutobi Hiruzen nodded immediately, then pretended to be anxious and went to meet him. We just received a notification from the patrolling ninjas that something was wrong with the Uchiha base, so we rushed over. Didn't expect this. Sarutobi Hiruzen looked at Uchiha Yafan and the surviving tribesmen behind him with a heavy face. Yafan looked at Sarutobi Hiruzen's acting skills, then shook his head and said, Uchiha Itachi, this beast is crazy, shouting that there is a dog instructing him to kill his tribesmen. However, the rebellion has been suppressed by us. Uchiha Madara, there are dog instructions? Ha ha ha. Good. Well said. The fourth Raikage AI look. Sarutobi Hiruzen's old face has turned black. Ha 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 ha. In the picture, Sarutobi Hiruzen's face suddenly darkened, and then he quickly adjusted his mentality. So, what about Uchiha Itachi? Dead. Where is the body? We dismembered him. This. Afterwards, the plot of the incident began to advance rapidly. Sarutobi Hiruzen and Shimura Danzo pretended to help deal with the Uchiha station. Then they left here in a hurry. Time flies, and it has been 3 days. During these 3 days, Yafan led the tribesmen to bury the dead souls, and then used Uchiha Fugaku's head to commemorate these tribesmen. Uchiha Itachi was locked in the sealed secret room in the station, and was subjected to infinite moon reading torture. The traces of the station were washed clean. The remaining tribesmen all praised Yafan to become the tribe leader. Yafan became the designated tribe leader, and when he came of age in the future, he would directly and completely sit on the position of the Uchiha tribe leader. On the afternoon of the 3rd day, in the station, in Yafan's residence, all the surviving tribesmen brought their daughters here, and all the girls of the Uchiha clan had been conquered by Yafan. Because they knew that if it weren't for Yafan, their clan might have been gone. And Yafan's goal was also very simple. When the time is right in the future, I will definitely do my best. Lead these Uchiha girls to revitalize the Uchiha clan. Among these Uchiha girls, Uchiha Izumi is of course among them. Because of Yafan's intervention, there is no connection between Uchiha Izumi and Uchiha Itachi at all. So far, Yafan has become the Dawn of the Uchiha clan. The Dawn Night contrast event ends. Watching the picture on the sky slowly disappear, the ninjas from the original Naruto world also breathed a sigh of relief at this moment. Ding! Start calculating the points for this round of Tuko. Congratulations to Uchiha Madara for getting 2000 points, congratulations to Senju Tobirama for getting 1500 points, congratulations to Senju Hashirama for getting 800 points, congratulations to the 4th Raikage AI. Uchiha Madara. This comparison event broadcast is really interesting. Senju Hashirama. I never thought, Sarutobi, you and Danzo really did something like this. If there was no night breeze in that world, the entire clan would be wiped out. At this time, Sarutobi Hiruzen, who was standing on the high platform of the Chunin conference, had a pale face. The ninjas around him looked at him with awe, but now they were suspicious. Some ninjas even glared at him. He wanted to explain, but the comparison of what happened in the incident made him have no way to explain. At the same time, at the entrance of the route, Shimura Danzo's face was also very gloomy. Once this comparison was exposed, he would have no chance of becoming Hokage. Because, after seeing the comparison just now, the public would never believe him. Damn it! Shimura Danzo was filled with rage. But he had no place to vent it. He could only swallow it down. Bite. 10-minute intermission. In 10 minutes, the next 2 Ninja World comparison event will begin. Comparison preview of the next event. The strongest secret move, 1000 Years of Killing, explodes and appears. Team 7 Survival Drill, Kakashi explodes to kill Naruto with the 1000 Years. Original Naruto World Event, vs Team 7 Survival Drill, Night Wind explodes to kill Sasuke and Naruto with the 1000 Years. Second Naruto World Event. When the title of this preview event appeared on the sky, the parties involved immediately lost their composure. In the venue of the Chunin exam, Uchiha Sasuke, Uzumaki Naruto, and Kakashi, the 3 of them changed their faces after seeing the prompt. Night Wind explodes to kill Sasuke and Naruto with the 1000 Years. What does that mean? Kakashi stared and swallowed. Sasuke and Naruto? The first one is naturally Uchiha Sasuke, and the second one must be Uzumaki Naruto. But the third one, Kakashi? Me? I'm fucking crazy. Kakashi suddenly started to tremble all over. When he thought that after the contrasting events began to appear on the sky screen, in the second Hokage world, all the people and events related to Yafan would have the sensory synchronization function activated. Gyulu. Kakashi swallowed the saliva in his mouth fiercely. He felt a chill in his asshole. Shit! What the hell is this? Kakashi collapsed. If the events of the original Naruto world were exposed, the scene of him killing Naruto for 1000 years would be revealed. Thinking of this, Kakashi's soul was about to die. Wouldn't this mean that he would die in the entire ninja world? Uchiha Sasuke, who was standing next to him, had already blushed. Although he had not experienced the 1000 years of death at the time. But, judging from the words in the trailer, he will definitely not be able to escape in the second Naruto world. Add to that the sensory synchronization. Wouldn't he also be? Thinking of this, Uchiha Sasuke's face turned black. Uzumaki Naruto beside him was even more so. Ah! I don't want to experience that kind of pain a second time. Uzumaki Naruto looked constipated. Bite. The 10-minute halftime break is over. A comparison of events in the 2 ninja worlds is about to begin. Chapter 11. At this moment, just looking at this exciting title, all the ninjas in the ninja world began to get curious. Uchiha Madara interesting, the most powerful secret technique, 1000 years of death? How come I have never heard of this kind of ninjutsu? Senju Hashirama I don't have it either. It should be the ultimate ninjutsu that was developed in the era after us, right? Senju Tobirama interesting, the strongest secret technique? And it's the secret technique of Konohagakure? The name of the technique, 1000 Years of Slaying, sounds pretty good. I just don't know how terrifying this technique, which is called the strongest secret technique, is. Senju Hashirama, I don't know who invented it, but it seems that this person's research and development of ninjutsu is not inferior to yours, Hidaudu. Senju Tobirama _ The fourth Reikage AI. I am also very curious, I just wonder which one is stronger, this 1000 Years of Death or our Cloud Village's Raiden Chakra mode. Mei Terumi, I'm also curious. After all, just by hearing the name, I can feel that this Millennium Killer is extraordinary. At the center of the Chunin exam venue, Kakashi was watching the speeches of the big guys on the screen. Cold sweat had begun to pour out of his back. Might guy beside him also looked at Kakashi with sympathy. At the same time, in the Pure Land, there was another silver-haired man who felt the same way as Kakashi. Hitaki Sakumo swallowed his dry throat and kept muttering. Don't keep asking who invented it. Don't. If he revealed in front of all the ninjas in the ninja world that he invented the 1000 Years of Death, even if he was already dead, he would have to die again in the society. Thinking of this, Hitaki Sakumo's mentality was about to collapse. Bite. Start playing the comparison event. Currently playing the original Naruto world. Above the sky, the screen lit up. The location is the ninja school of Konoha Village, and the time is the end of the graduation class division. On the top floor of the ninja school, Kakashi is looking at the members of Team 7 in front of him with his arms crossed. Uzumaki Naruto, Uchiha Sasuke, and Haruno Sakura. Let's first introduce your respective dreams, such as what you like and what you hate. As Kakashi's presentation ended, Naruto below was already getting impatient. Me. I like ramen. Ichiraku ramen. What I hate is having to wait 3 minutes for the ramen to soak. My future dream is to become a Hokage. Senju Hashirama ahaha. This is a great dream. Uchiha Madara, okay? How many of you Hokages do real work? Senju Hashirama. After Uzumaki Naruto finished introducing, it was Sakura's turn, and then it was Uchiha Sasuke's turn. At this time, Uchiha Sasuke crossed his hands. His eyes were full of coldness. Then, he said in a cold voice, I don't have anything I like, but I hate a lot of things. Also, I won't talk about dreams like you do. My only purpose in life, there is only one thing. Uchiha Sasuke said coldly, to kill that man. Senju Hashirama, what a huge hatred, who do you want to kill? Senju Tobirama, brother, if you had paid more attention to the previous incident, you would have known that the Uchiha brat wanted to kill his brother Uchiha Itachi. Uchiha Madara, the hatred level is good, but I don't know if I'm working hard enough. How long has it been since the night of genocide in the ninja world? Mei Terumi, according to calculations, it should have been about 6 to 7 years. At this time, Uchiha Sasuke should be 12 years old. Uchiha Madara, well. At Uchiha Sasuke, you bear the hatred of your entire clan, and after experiencing the extinction of your clan, coupled with the precipitation and stimulation of these 6 years, you should have opened the Manjiki Sharingan, right? Uchiha Sasuke. Uchiha Sasuke was suddenly tagged by his own ancestor, and he was at a loss for words. Especially when he saw Uchiha Madara said that he should open the Manjiki Sharingan, he was stunned. Manjiki? I haven't even opened the 3 Magatama Sharingan yet. Uchiha Madara Sasuke, you have the Manjiki Sharingan now, right? Uchiha Izuna Nissen, he must have the Manjiki Sharingan. After all, his entire clan was killed by his crazy brother. Such strong hatred must have stimulated him to open the Manjiki Sharingan. Uchiha Madara, well, that's true. After all, his parents died at the hands of his brother. Even if this hatred cannot be activated on the night of the genocide, it will definitely awaken the Mangekyo in the next few years. Uchiha Madara. So, what about Sasuke? Uchiha Sasuke. I. Uchiha Madara, why are you hesitating? Did you open your manjiki or not? Uchiha Sasuke. No. Uchiha Madara. Uchiha Izuna. Ahem, maybe it's because of your young age? Even if the manjiki is not activated, the 3 Megatama Sharingan must be activated, right? Uchiha Sasuke. No. Uchiha Madara. Uchiha Izuna. Uchiha Madara and Uchiha Izuna were both stunned. The whole clan was wiped out. This kid didn't even open the 3 Megatama Sharingan. Uchiha Madara. So how far has your Sharingan evolved? Uchiha Sasuke. Dual Megatama Sharingan. Uchiha Madara. Uchiha Izuna. Uchiha Madara. Sasuke, please restart. Uchiha Sasuke. Uchiha Madara was already confused. Is this really a son of my Uchiha clan? On one side was Uchiha Sasuke, who had only acquired the double Megatama Sharingan 6 years after the night of the genocide. On the other side was Uchiha Yakaze, who had awakened the powerful Manjiki Sharingan on the night of the genocide. Uchiha Madara almost collapsed. At the same time, the sky screen. It was the second day, in the 7th training ground. Kakashi had taken out the bell and shook it gently. Ding-ling-ling. Then, the battle to snatch the bell has begun. Kakashi looked at the ever-improving scene, and cold sweat began to pour out. Because it won't be long before he will use the 1,000 years of death. Chapter 12. In the sky screen, the clumsy Naruto was yelling and trying to snatch the bell. Sakura was slacking off, and Sasuke began to lose the upper hand after several duels with Kakashi. Then, the scene changed. Uzumaki Naruto used multiple shadow clones, trying to forcibly snatch the bell from Kakashi. But Kakashi cracked them one by one. After Uzumaki Naruto released the shadow clones, he found that he was the only one in the bush. Kakashi had disappeared long ago. Tip: 1,000 years of death is coming. The tip that suddenly appeared on the screen made Kakashi in the original Naruto world shut himself up. Mei Terumi, here it comes. I'm very curious, what kind of powerful taijutsu is this? Tsunade: I'm a little curious too, why haven't I heard of it, or seen anyone perform it? Under everyone's extremely curious gaze, Kakashi's figure suddenly appeared behind Uzumaki Naruto in the sky. Never ignore your back. Kakashi narrowed his eyes slightly. The next moment, his hands began to form seals. A very aggressive tiger seal. It was displayed in front of everyone. Just when all the ninjas in the original Naruto world were concentrating. In the sky, Kakashi suddenly rushed towards Uzumaki Naruto in front of him. The secret of Konohagakure's physical skills. 1,000 years of killing. This killing. No mercy. Immediately afterwards, there was the crazy scream of Uzumaki Naruto in the sky screen. This killing. It was really cruel. However, immediately afterwards, the sky screen was completely filled with a series of question marks. Senju Hashirama. Senju Tobirama. Uchiha Madara. A series of question marks flooded in. In the original Naruto world, Kakashi in the Chunin meeting hall had already squatted in the corner, shutting himself in. His fame was ruined. Water Country, Mist Shadow Village. Mei Terumi in the Mizukage's office couldn't help but blush after seeing this scene. I was so excited to hear her speech earlier, is that so? It wasn't just Mei Terumi who blushed, but also Tsunade, who was in Tansho Street, and Shizune, who was beside Tsunade. It turns out that this is the Millennium Killing. What are you doing? Tsunade shook her head and pouted. Shizune beside her also blushed slightly, then seemed to have thought of something and exclaimed. If the Millennium Kill is like this. When the second Naruto world is presented in comparison, plus that sensory synchronization. Tsunade also thought of this step, and immediately narrowed her eyes and smiled. It will be interesting later. The fourth Raikage AI ha 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 ha. So interesting. So that's how it is. You people in Konoha village are really geniuses. I just don't know who invented this. Senju Tobirama, I also want to know which genius in our Konoha village invented this kind of physical skill. Was it you, Kakashi? Kakashi, no. Senju Tobirama, who is that? Kakashi. Kakashi was silent. He couldn't possibly tell them that it was his father, right? Ding. Tianmu system warm reminder. All ninjas participating in the discussion can spend 300 points to ask the system a question related to the related event. The system will not answer questions other than related events. The question format is as follows. Ask a question and the question you want to ask, in the related event, and spend 300 points to get the system answer. Kakashi. F***ck me. Kakashi's face turned green. Was he being targeted? Was he being targeted by this sky contrast system? Senju Tobirama question, who invented the 1,000 years of death? Ding. Senju Tobirama spent 300 points to ask a question. Answer: the inventor of the 1,000 years of death was Hotaki Kakashi's father, Hotaki Sakumo. Hotaki Sakumo's nickname was Konoha White Fang. Senju Tobirama, Kakashi's father. The fourth Raikage AI this move, it was actually invented by Konoha White Fang? It's incredible. Konoha White Fang was very famous during the Second Ninja World War. Mei Terumi, I can't believe it. Not to mention people from other villages. Even people from Konoha village couldn't believe it. Such a strange move was actually invented by the Konoha White Fang. And in the Pure Land world, Hotaki Sakumo and Kakashi acted exactly the same. They squatted on the ground and shut themselves up. At least he could get the title of Konoha White Fang when he was alive. But now, the title is going to change. It will directly become Chrysanthemum Poker. Thinking of this, Hotaki Sakumo closed his eyes in pain. On the screen, the next thing is that Team 7 cooperated with each other. Although they didn't take the bell away in the end, they also won Kakashi's recognition. So far, Team 7 has completed the assessment. Ding! Start calculating the points for this round of Tuko. Congratulations to Uchiha Madara for getting 500 points, congratulations to Uchiha Izuna for getting 500 points, congratulations to Mei Terumi for getting 300 points, congratulations Tsunade. After the points were settled, a new prompt suddenly appeared on the sky screen. Byte. The second Naruto World Comparison event will begin broadcasting soon. Team 7 Survival Exercise Night Wind Explosion 1000-Year Kill Sasuke, Naruto, and Kakashi Triple Bomb. Byte. Sensory synchronization has been activated. After seeing the prompt that sensory synchronization was activated, all the ninjas in the original Naruto world felt their anus tighten. For a moment, everyone felt sad for Kakashi, Sasuke, and Naruto. The next second, the sky screen slowly unfolded. P.S. The flower evaluation votes are so sad. Dear Yanzu, you are so handsome, please vote. Have fun reading on May Day. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP points. Chapter 13. Sky Screen. Event Prospect Tip. In the 6 years since the Uchiha clan was exterminated, Yafan has made marriage contracts with 97 Uchiha girls in the clan. The marriage contract list is as follows: Uchiha Izumi, Uchiha Keiko, Uchiha Nebe, Uchiha Yukiko. After the Uchiha clan experienced the Genocide Night incident, the surviving clan members all achieved a great breakthrough in strength, and completely respected Yafan. Yafan continued to graduate from the ninja school with Sasuke, entered the division class, and is about to become a genin. After the event prospect prompt appeared, the ninjas in the original Naruto world suddenly became restless. Senju Hashirama genin. He awakened the Manjiki Sharingan at the age of 8, and you're telling me he's going to become a genin? Tsunade: That's not the point. The point is that guy actually made marriage contracts with 97 girls in the clan? His appetite is too big. Senju Hashirama Tsunade's granddaughter, I didn't have time to talk to you before. Uchiha Madara, shut up, Hashirama. You'll have plenty of time to catch up later. Uzumaki Mito, it's you who should shut up. Uchiha Madara. Don't interrupt us from reminiscing about the past with our granddaughter. Uchiha Madara, big pillar, you don't care. Uzumaki Mito, Senju Hashirama, ahem, harmony brings wealth, harmony brings wealth. Tobirama, Tobirama. Senju Tobirama, sister-in-law is right, I support her. Senju Hashirama. The fourth Raikage ai, ha ha ha. That boy is really a man of character. 97 girls from the clan. According to the time calculation, that guy should be around 14 years old now, right? That's almost enough, ha ha ha. Mei Terumi, you are the Raikage, aren't you ashamed to say such a thing? The fourth Raikage ai, what's the matter? Wasn't Yafeng's original intention to promote their own family? Is there anything wrong with that? Or did you, the Mizukage, also like that boy? And when you heard that he was going to complete the marriage contract with 97 girls in the clan, you were tempted. Mei Terumi, fourth Raikage. Watch your attitude when you speak. On the screen, it was still the familiar scene, the top floor of the ninja school in Konoha village. It was still Kakashi. However, in front of Kakashi, Uchiha Sasuke and Uzumaki Naruto both looked at Uchiha Yafan, who was sitting in the middle with great admiration. Next, it's your turn to introduce yourselves. Kakashi scratched his head and looked at Yafeng in front of him. Although he didn't know what happened in the Uchiha family 6 years ago, it was obvious that in the past few years, the members of the Uchiha clan were obviously centered around this young man named Uchiha Yafeng. So at the moment of graduation, Uchiha Sasuke, Uchiha Yafeng, and Uzumaki Naruto were all assigned to their own class. The third Hokage's intention was naturally to let him keep a good eye on Yafeng. I'll go first. My name is Uchiha Sasuke. My dream is to catch up with Yafan Nissan's footsteps. Uchiha Sasuke immediately stood up and said. Me too. My dream is to catch up with brother Yafeng and help him. Let him become Hokage. Uzumaki Naruto also said quickly. Obviously, in the second Hokage world. Because of the addition of Yafeng, all events are developing in a brand new manner. Yafeng, what about you? Kakashi scratched his head and looked at Yafeng in the middle. Yafeng raised his head and smiled brightly, which touched many people. Tsunade : not bad, this little guy has grown up in the past few years. Mei Terumi, I'm curious about what this little guy's dream is. At this time, not only the two of them were curious, but all the ninjas in the original Naruto world were also curious. In the sky screen, Yafeng smiled and said, my dream is very simple. Plant flowers and raise fish. Then, marry 180 wives, let our Uchiha clan prosper and flourish again. The surviving members of the tribe are all very old. Therefore, the responsibility of bringing the family back to prosper has to be shouldered by me. However, all the girls in our clan have been engaged to me, but the number is less than 100, so I plan to find some girls from outside the clan who are willing to work with me to promote the Uchiha clan. At present, I have found several, but I still have a long way to go to reach my goal. Kakashi was speechless after listening to Yafeng's dream. This kid's appetite, isn't it too big? In 2 years, will his body be able to handle it? Tsunade : isn't he afraid of the wind blowing his tongue off? Marrying 180 wives. All the girls in the tribe are engaged to him, but the number is not enough. He needs to find outside the tribe. Tsunade was stunned after seeing what Yafeng said in the sky. Don't even mention 180. Even if it's 80. No. Even if it's 20. It's enough for that kid to drink a pot. Even if it's a beast, it can't be made like this. Senju Hashirama, this dream, how should I put it? His starting point is good. After all, he is also thinking about the whole clan. For the sake of the whole clan, he is willing to devote all his energy. This spirit is something we need to learn. Uzumaki Mito Hashirama, why do I hear something else in your words? Could it be that, you also want to marry 180 wives? Senju Hashirama, I didn't. I'm not. Don't talk nonsense. Mito, how can you not understand me? I only love you. Uzumaki Mito, that's more like it. Uchiha Madara Hashirama, what did you mean by your last sentence? Senju Hashirama, I mean, cough cough. Uchiha Madara, come on. From now on, I will ignore you, hot mom. Senju Hashirama, stop it. Ah, ban. Little ban ban. Ban ban ban. Uchiha Madara, I'm going to trap you. Get off my feet. At this moment, the scene in the sky changed, and they had already arrived at the training ground for the 7th team's Genin assessment on the second day. In the original Naruto world, Uchiha Sasuke, Uzumaki Naruto, and Kakashi, after seeing this scene, immediately swallowed hard, and their palms involuntarily moved back to protect themselves. But this kind of protection is ultimately in vain. After sensory synchronization, even if you commit suicide on the spot and your soul returns to the Pure Land, you can still synchronously feel everything that happens in the second Naruto world. Chapter 14. In the sky screen, Kakashi has taken out the bell and told the rules to Yafan and the other two. Ding ling ling. The crisp sound of the bell rang, and it also foreshadowed the start of the battle for the bell. In the second Naruto world, because of Yafan's joining, he is naturally the first in the grade in the ninja school. Naturally, it also aroused the admiration of the surrounding Xiaoqiang. And Naruto is naturally no exception, not to mention that Yafan and Sasuke are willing to make friends with him. This also made Uzumaki Naruto feel unprecedented warmth. So, it is natural to recognize Yafan as the eldest brother. After a few years of getting along, Uzumaki Naruto has completely opened his heart to Yafan. At the moment, Uchiha Sasuke and Uzumaki Naruto are cooperating with each other. Attack Kakashi. Although Sasuke and Naruto are always bickering in normal times, but when they really need to cooperate, the two of them also cooperate with unprecedented tacit understanding. The strength of these two little guys is far beyond that of ordinary genin. Kakashi quickly dealt with Naruto and Sasuke. Then, when he wanted to lock on to Yafan, who hadn't made a move yet, his pupils trembled fiercely. Because Yafan had disappeared from the spot without knowing when. Moreover, he didn't even notice it at all. Is he hiding so deeply? Kakashi swallowed his saliva, and just as he was distracted and observing his surroundings, a crack suddenly appeared on the ground under his feet. A hand stretched out from it and grabbed Kakashi's right foot. It turned out to be underground. Kakashi immediately used the substitution technique he had prepared in advance. With a bang, he replaced himself behind a big tree. I've been waiting for you for a long time, Kakashi. But the next second, a young man's voice came from behind. I'm reminding you, never let your back down. Kakashi, who was squatting on the grass, turned his head suddenly. At this time, it was too late to perform the instant body technique and the substitute technique. Moreover, Kakashi also saw Yafan behind him, and his hand seal was the tiger attack seal. In an instant, he seemed to have thought of something. His face suddenly changed. Don't! Yafan! Don't! Kakashi's eyes almost popped out and his voice was broken. Too late! Yafan will not give Kakashi any chance. This move. Yafan has been thinking about it for a long time. Now, it has been charged up. Konohagakure's secret technique, the strongest physical technique, no diarrhea for 1,000 years. A fierce thrust. No hesitation at all. It thoroughly hit Kakashi's sore spot. Ah! In an instant. Kakashi's eye sockets were full of bloodshot. Such a horrible attack on his vulnerable part made Kakashi so angry that he almost burst into tears. He flew out heavily. Senju Hashirama, oh my goodness, I've had phantom pains. Uchiha Madara too cruel, the force of this attack, I estimate that if it's not 100%, it's at least 80%. Tsunade : it hurts just looking at me, I don't know, Kakashi, how do you feel now? At this moment, all the ninjas in the original Naruto world seemed to feel the piercing pain from bottom to top. In the Chunin exam venue, Kakashi was lying on the ground, his body twitching, and white foam was coming out of his mouth. Kakashi! Kakashi, you can't die. My eternal rival! Might Guy said anxiously. Hatake Sakumo, don't worry, Kai, you won't die, however, it will make Kakashi feel the pain of 1,000 years of death. Hatake Sakumo explained it at this time. This technique is not fatal. But it hurts. And it hurts so much. In the Chunin exam venue, Uchiha Sasuke and Uzumaki Naruto looked at Kakashi lying on the ground and twitching. Both of them had dark faces. Because they had already anticipated that this would be their fate. Sky screen. Kakashi was kneeling on the grass, his expression was extremely distorted. Even the bells on his waist had fallen on the grass. Kakashi couldn't care less. At this time, Uchiha Sasuke and Uzumaki Naruto swallowed their saliva and came to Kakashi. Brother Yafan is too cruel. Too cruel. You are worthy of being my Nightwind Nissan. Sasuke and Naruto couldn't help but twitch their lips. Pick up the bell quickly. Then give the bell to Brother Yafan. Just as Sasuke and Naruto bent down to pick up the bells on the grass, Yafan also came to them. Seeing Sasuke and Naruto bending down, he pulled the corner of his mouth. Yafan looked at his hands and just found the feeling, do you want to experience it too? Senju Hashirama, what kind of horrible logic is this? Tsunade : this guy's brain is totally out of whack. He can even think about this when someone is just bending down to pick up a bell? I think he is just thinking about this for thousands of years, cough cough. Tsunade looked at the scene in the sky and couldn't help swallowing her saliva. This is too cruel, right? However, she was also a little curious, what would it be like if she was hit by this great secret? Pa! What was she thinking about? Hatake Sakumo: Kakashi, are you feeling better? Kakashi, it hurts. All ninja world ninja. The next second, two heart-wrenching screams of pain were heard again from the sky. Ah! Uchiha Yafan did not hesitate. The most powerful secret technique of Konohagakure, the 1,000 years of death, showed its edge again. Sasuke and Naruto both fell into the river. In the original Naruto world, the faces of Sasuke and Naruto in the Chunin exam venue were wrinkled like chrysanthemums. A scream suddenly sounded. The miserable scream made the remaining 12 little strong men around shudder. Nara, Shikamaru and others all took a breath of cold air. They prayed silently in their hearts that in the second Naruto world, they must not have any intersection with Yafan. Bite. This double ninja world comparison event is over. Ding! Start calculating the points for this round of Tuko. Congratulations to Uchiha Madara for getting 500 points, congratulations to Tsunade for getting 500 points, congratulations to Mei Terumi for getting 500 points, congratulations to Kakashi for getting 200 points. After the points were accumulated and calculated, a new prompt suddenly appeared behind the sky curtain. Ding! The whole audience will take a 10-minute break. In 10 minutes, the next 2 Ninja World event comparison will begin. Comparison Preview. Original Naruto World Event, Team 7's first battle against Zabuza. Sasuke angrily opened his left eye with a single Megatama and his right eye with a double Megatama. vs. The second Naruto World Event, Team 7's first battle with Zabuza. the night wind blast hammers Zabuza. Next, we will have a simultaneous comparison broadcast. The left screen will play original Naruto World events, and the right screen will play second Naruto World events. As soon as the title appeared, Uchiha Madara was stunned. Uchiha Madara, what the hell? Angrily opened the left eye with a single Megatama and the right eye with 2 Megatama? Sasuke, you should quit the group. Uchiha Sasuke. P.S. Chapter 15. Ding. The 10-minute break is over. Next, we will compare the Wave Kingdom mission event. And hidden reward points will be opened. As long as you complain about the famous scenes, you can get hidden points. Byte. Event Outlook Tips. Original Naruto World Event, Team 7, composed of Uchiha Sasuke, Uzumaki Naruto, and Haruno Sakura, ushered in the first mission out of the village, the Wave Country mission. Second Naruto World Event, Sasuke, Naruto, Yoru, Kakashi, and the other 2 left the village and started the Wave Country mission. After the prompt ended, the screen on the sky screen began to show. The original Naruto world was played on the left side of the sky screen, and the second Naruto world was played on the right side of the sky screen. In this way, the comparison between the 2 events can be felt more clearly and intuitively. Original Naruto sky screen. Kakashi led the team, from the beginning out of the village, and then slowly advanced, until they solved the Mist Shadow village assassin in the pool of water on the ground. Finally, they crossed the river and arrived at the border of the Land of Waves. The fog has been getting heavier since the beginning, so be careful. Kakashi narrowed his eyes slightly and warned. The fog around them also began to thicken gradually. At this moment, a sound of breaking wind suddenly sounded. Call out! Kakashi noticed it instantly, and then shouted loudly, hurry up and get down. Then, after Sasuke and Naruto lay down, they saw a beheading sword like a whirlwind. It swept over everyone's heads and then embedded itself into a big tree. Oh! There is another good leader in the team. No wonder the previous assassination attempt on the ninja failed. A gloomy voice sounded slowly. Then, a figure flashed out. He stood steadily on the handle of the beheading sword embedded in the tree. Kakashi slowly stood up at this time. Then he lifted up his forehead guard, revealing the 3 Magatama Sharingan under the forehead guard. Oh! It's you! Mamakai Zabuza suddenly realized what was going on when he saw that it was Kakashi. At the same time, Kakashi's face also slightly stiffened when he saw that it was Mamakai Zabuza who was obstructing him. I didn't expect it was you. The top assassin of the Mist Shadow village. One of the 7 ninja swordsmen who possesses the beheading sword. That terrifying Zabuza Mamakai who has the nickname of Demon Man. At this moment, Kakashi looked at Zabuza Mamakai with a very solemn expression. I didn't expect it to be you. Mamakai Zabuza looked at Kakashi solemnly. The one who holds the title of Konoha's #1 technician and is famous in the 3 wars. A powerful ninja who has copied thousands of ninjutsu. It's you. But Ninja Kakashi. Uchiha Madara, stop, stop, stop. I'm about to throw up over this part. Hashirama and I are not as boastful as you guys. Those who know about it are the 7 ninja swordsmen, but those who don't think it's some super shadow level strongman who has descended. Senju Hashirama, that's right, between me and Madara, you guys are not allowed to brag so much. Uchiha Madara, would like to call you the strongest business mutual praise. Kakashi. Zabuza : Zabuza in the Pure Land world couldn't help but blush when he saw the scene on the sky screen. From a third-person perspective, this episode was indeed a bit exaggerated. Ding! Congratulations to Uchiha Madara for triggering the famous business mutual boast scene. Obtained, 3000 hidden points reward. Senju Hashirama, fuck, so many points? Madara. Give me 1500. Uchiha Madara, get down on your feet. The second Naruto World sky screen. It was still the familiar mission to leave the village. After easily solving the assassination ninja in the puddle on the road, everyone also arrived in the territory of the Land of Waves. As the fog became more and more dignified, it was still the familiar beheading sword that broke through the wind. "Get down!" Kakashi shouted loudly. However, just after Sasuke and Naruto got down, Yafan turned around and kicked them with a whip kick. He stepped directly on the handle of the battle sword. With a bang, he stepped on the beheading sword. At this time, the scene became awkward. Zabuza, who originally wanted to show off, was dumbfounded when he saw that his beheading sword was forcibly detained by the other party. According to his own idea, the beheading sword should be embedded in the tree trunk. Then he landed on it and looked down at them with his back, which was absolutely awesome. Now, for a moment, Zabuza didn't know how to appear. Senju Hashirama, ha ha ha, this is awkward, Zabuza is stuck there, he can neither advance nor retreat. Uchiha Madara, if he doesn't have the ability to show off, he should just follow the normal routine. He deserves it. After all, that's the world of Uchiha Yafan. Senju Tobirama, this is too low class, you can't even pretend, how dare you brag about business with Kakashi. At this time, Mamakai Zabuza in the Pure Land world saw the complaints of the big guys. He only felt that he had suffered a 10,000 point critical hit. However, in the sky screen of the second Naruto world, he was indeed stuck there, unable to move. Second Naruto world sky screen scene. Kakashi exclaimed in surprise after seeing the beheading sword under Yafeng's feet. Yes. The one called the ghost. Stop. Yafeng was overwhelmed when he saw this scene. He directly waved his hand to interrupt Kakashi's commercial mutual praise that was about to begin. At this time, Zabuza almost cried after hearing Kakashi's voice. He finally remembered that it was me, and it would not be so embarrassing to appear. Then, he quickly jumped down from the big tree where he was hiding. Then he looked at Kakashi with a look full of gratitude, and then Zabuza carefully brewed his emotions. Oh! It turned out to be the famous fart ninja. Stop! Yafeng once again stopped Zabuza's behavior. Then, he waved his hand. There is no need for so much nonsense. Naruto. Do it for me. After that, Sasuke and Naruto immediately responded yes. Then, they rushed towards Zabuza. Kakashi took a deep breath, and then said to Yafeng, Yafeng, the opponent is one of the 7 ninja swordsmen. You too. Night Breeze urged. Kakashi. Uchiha Madara forcibly interrupting the business bragging. Well done. Senju Hashirama, that's right. Forget about blowing each other's socks. How strong did I think we were? After all this time, this is all. I and A-Ban have never blown each other's socks like this. Well, if I have the chance someday, I must blow each other's socks with A-Ban. He blows me, and I blow him. Chapter 16. Original Naruto World Sky Curtain. After Kakashi and Zabuza had a wave of commercial praise for each other, they entered into a formal battle. Later, Sasuke and Naruto showed their cooperation. They broke Kakashi, who was controlled by the water prison technique. Kakashi also used the Sharingan to show off in front of Zabuza. In the end, a water dragon bullet technique quelled the battle. Then Bai, wearing a mask of the Kirigakage village Anbu, appeared and rescued Zabuza. 2 days later, Uzumaki Naruto finished a night of tree climbing practice and was sleeping soundly on the lawn. The next second, Bai, wearing a pink kimono, came to Uzumaki Naruto. After waking him up, he curiously asked him what he was doing here. Senju Hashirama, is this little girl in the same group as Zabuza? Uchiha Madara, what do you think? Senju Hashirama, alas, what a pity. Such a pretty girl actually followed Zabuza. Uzumaki Mito, it's a pity indeed. I like this little girl so much. Tsunade : indeed, a very pretty little girl. In the Pure Land. Momokai Zabuza watched the complaints of the ninja masters and could only remain silent. Oh, that's right, Naruto. I'm a boy. Bai smiled at Naruto, then left in Uzumaki Naruto's incredulous eyes. Senju Hashirama. Uchiha Madara. Uzumaki Mito. Senju Hashirama male. Shiro is a male. Uchiha Madara, this ninja world is too psychedelic. Uzumaki Mito, a man? Really? I don't believe it. Tsunade : boy. So cute, a boy. Impossible. That Zabuza must have taught her to say that. It must be him. Senju Hashirama, where's Zabuza? Where's Haku? Is Haku really a boy? Zabuza : Bai is a boy. Bai : I am a boy. Kakashi, I testify that Bai is a boy. Senju Hashirama, I don't believe it. You guys teamed up to deceive me. Question, is Bai a boy? Ding. Senju Hashirama spent 300 points to ask a question. Answer: Bai is a boy. At this moment, all the ninjas in the ninja world were stunned. For a moment, countless people's hearts were broken. Bai was actually a boy. He had a face that was more beautiful than a girl, but he was actually a boy. And the Senju Hashirama in the Pure Land world was directly autistic. The second Naruto world sky screen is still the familiar green grass, but this time it is not Naruto lying here. Instead, it is the leisurely Night Breeze. Night Breeze participated in this Wave Country mission for two main purposes. The first is to let Sasuke and Naruto practice their strength. The second purpose is naturally to see whether Bai is a boy or a girl. After all, Bai is so cute. If she is a girl, then she must be invited to join him in strengthening the Uchiha clan. At this time, Bai, wearing a pink kimono, was carrying a basket for picking herbs in the distance. She walked slowly towards Night Breeze. Is he the guy that Zabuza-san mentioned, the one who never revealed his strength from beginning to end? As expected, I can't see through his strength. Estimate. His strength is at least that of a Jonin. Bai muttered to himself. Senju Hashirama, wrong, this guy's strength is at least at the level of Kage now. I'm already worried about Bai in the second Hokage world. Will Bai be kidnapped by Yafan? At this time, Bai walked in front of Yafan and started a normal conversation. Yafan also cooperated with Bai and chatted for a while. Treat Bai like a girl. Bai, are you wearing perfume? Bai's cheeks turned slightly red when he heard this, and then he said, maybe it's the soap. It's getting late. I'm going back. Oh, that's right. I'm not a girl, I'm a boy. After saying that, Bai was about to leave. But the next second, Yafan reached out and grabbed Bai's arm, then tilted his head and said, I don't believe it. Well. Bai was stunned for a moment. He didn't expect Yafan to stop him. I am really a boy. Bai said again. You said boys are boys? What evidence do you have? Yafan shook his head. Isn't it possible that you are lying to me? Also, on you, well, other than the tablet on the head, how else can you prove that she is a woman? Bai. I am really a boy, and please let me go. Bai wanted to retract his arm, but found that Yafeng's power was so terrifying. Even if Bai had used the chakra in his body, he still couldn't break free from Yafeng's restraints. Please prove that you are a boy. Yafan was determined to know whether Bai was a boy or a girl. I have an Adam's apple. Bai raised his head, and his fair neck appeared in front of Yafan. This doesn't prove that you are a boy. Yafan still didn't intend to let Bai go. Nana, how can we prove it? Bai was getting anxious. Unless, give me a cure. Yafan said. Bai was stunned when he heard this. Senju Hashirama, good boy. This is the guy. Uchiha Madara, this is the fastest way to prove it. Is there any problem? Here. Bai gritted his teeth. He had already decided that if Yafan nodded, he would immediately use Ice Escape to fight him. Let's go, I'll take you to a hot spring. Yafan looked at Bai, let's just be honest with each other. Here? If someone sees me, they'll say I'm a hooligan. Bai. Senju Hashirama, what's the difference between his current behavior and being a hooligan? Tsunade: this guy is just being a hooligan now. Mei Terumi: I agree. Uchiha Madara: I really like this guy's style of doing things. Senju Tobirama: so all of you Uchiha are not normal. Uchiha Izuna Tobirama: can't you speak a few human words? Senju Tobirama: I can't. Uchiha Izuna: oh, so you are not human. Senju Tobirama: 6. Then, the sky on the right went dark. All you could hear was the sound of hot spring water flowing and the sigh of the night wind. Bro, are you really a man? What do you think? Oh. What a pity, such a good-looking face, oh. But it's okay, I'll take you to see someone when I'm free some other day. Who? One of Konoha's 3 ninjas, Orochimaru. If you get tired of being a boy, you can contact me. The black screen immediately made the bigwigs in the original Naruto world unable to sit still. Uchiha Madara: black screen? Holy crap! What is there that we can't see? Senju Hashirama: that's right. You didn't even show it to us. Isn't that too polite? Jiraiya: yet. We are all grown men, there is nothing we can't see. Senju Tobirama: I am too embarrassed to expose you. Tsunade: grandpa. Be more restrained. And Jiraiya: get down on your feet now. Are you itching for my fist again? In a market town near Konoha village, Jiraiya shrank his neck when he thought of Tsunade's fist. Mei Terumi: oh. What a pity. I was originally looking forward to admiring Yafeng's appearance. Tsunade: Mizukage, you should also restrain yourself. Mei Terumi: I am just expressing my own opinion. Chapter 17. In the original Naruto world sky screen, the mission of Wave Country has progressed to the final decisive battle. And Zabuza has come back with Byakuya. Uzumaki. Naruto is resting at Dazna's house because of excessive training. On the bridge, Kakashi has once again met Zabuza head-on. As expected, I knew you were not dead. Kakashi looked at Zabuza in front of him without any surprise. Zabuza said to Bai beside him: leave Kakashi to me, and leave the Uchiha kid over there to you. Yes. Bai nodded immediately. The battle started immediately. Kakashi and Zabuza's battle was so intense. On the other side, Bai's battle with Uchiha Sasuke also began. Ice release, magic mirror ice crystal. He began to perform the ice release. Instantly, Uchiha Sasuke was trapped in the ice release. Ice release, 1000 killings water flying. Bai immediately began to shuttle through the magic mirror ice crystals. After 2 rounds, Uchiha Sasuke was already at a disadvantage. There were already many wounds on his body. No, the Sharingan can't keep up with his speed. Uchiha Sasuke, who has a pair of single Megatama Sharingan, gritted his teeth secretly at this time. Uchiha Madara: if a single Megatama Sharingan can keep up with this speed, then there is something fishy. I can't stand it. 6 years after your entire clan was exterminated, you still only have 1 Megatama Sharingan. Uchiha Madara in the Pure Land world shook his head and sighed. Uchiha Sasuke in the original Naruto world could only silently endure everything. After all, that was indeed the truth. In the original Naruto sky screen, Uchiha Sasuke, who was trapped in the magic mirror ice crystal, finally evolved his Sharingan again at the moment of life and death. I see it clearly. I see it clearly. Uchiha Sasuke suddenly said excitedly. Although his left eye was still a single Megatama Sharingan, his right eye had become a double Megatama. Uchiha Madara 6. Wonderful. He actually opened 1 single Megatama and 1 double Megatama at such a critical moment. Uchiha Madara fell into self-doubt. Is Sasuke, who seems to be a little bit stupid, really the blood of his Uchiha family? In the picture, Uchiha Sasuke can barely fight back with both hands. But he was still quickly suppressed by. Then, Uzumaki Naruto came late, and after arriving at the Wave Country Bridge, he quickly joined the battle. Just when the battle was in full swing in the sky screen on the left. In the sky screen of the second Naruto world on the right. The event comparison also advanced to the battle on the Wave Country Bridge. However, on the right, Sasuke and Naruto fought with Bai at the same time. Zabuza and Kakashi fought each other. And Yafan stood on the bridge, watching the battle in front of him. When he saw that Sasuke's body was full of thousands of books, he knew that it would be Naruto's turn to explode next. Yafan opened the 3 Megatama Sharingan and waited quietly for this moment to come. In the original Naruto world, all the ninjas in the ninja world were watching the sky curtains of both sides. Sasuke. These 2 shouts came from the 2 Narutos in the sky screen at the same time. Then, the Narutos in the 2 screens all burst out the 9 Tails chakra. Uchiha Madara oh? Is this kid the 9 Tails Jinchuriki? This scene also made the former Hokage world, Uzumaki Kushina in the Pure Land world felt distressed. The same was true for Namikaze Minato in the belly of the god of death. Since they woke up, they have not had time to talk to Uzumaki Naruto. Above the sky, on the left side of the sky, the events of the former Hokage began to advance. Naruto burst out the 9 Tails chakra and defeated Haku. Kakashi also dealt with Zabuza, and Haku died in the battle. Finally, Cardo appeared. Zabuza hung a kunao and killed Cardo and others. Afterwards, Zabuza and Haku lay on the bridge, and Zabuza shed tears of regret. In the former Hokage Pure Land world, Haku was moved when he saw Zabuza shed tears. Senju Hashirama, alas, it's such a pity. Uchiha Madara, I just don't know what will happen in the second Hokage world with the participation of Yafan. The second Naruto world sky screen. Uzumaki Naruto burst out with extremely powerful 9 Tails chakra. At this time, the 3 Magatama Sharingan in Yafan's eyes was slowly rotating. And the 9 Tails chakra in Naruto's body began to riot more crazily. In an instant, it directly swept across the entire Wave Country Bridge. The terrifying chakra fluctuations directly caused Zabuza and Kakashi, as well as Uchiha Sasuke and Bai to faint instantly. After seeing this scene, Yafan jumped and came in front of Uzumaki Naruto. As the 3 Magatama Sharingan slowly rotated, strange star patterns began to appear. The next second, the Mangekyo Sharingan appeared. Then, Yafan's mental power entered Naruto's spiritual world. In the dark and humid spiritual world, behind the dim door, a pair of scarlet fox eyes were staring at Yafan in front of him. Those ominous eyes again. Your eyes remind me of Uchiha Madara. Kuwabai said slowly. Don't worry, 9-tailed fox. Yafan smiled and looked at the 9-tailed fox behind the sealed door. Because from today on, I will become your new fear. The next moment. Mangeki Sharingan, endless plunder. The powerful Mangeki glow began to cover the spiritual space. The 9 tails behind the sealed door panicked when it felt the chakra begin to flow away crazily. You! What are you doing? You want to take away my chakra? Do you want Naruto to die here? Are you crazy? Ju Lama started to roar at this time. The power of the tailed beast must be in the hands of me, Uchiha. Yafan said without disguising. Don't worry, when there is a chance in the future, I will reunite all your tailed beasts. As for wanting Naruto to die here, then you don't have to worry about it. Yafan took a look at the sealed door, and then said not only will Naruto not die, but he will also be able to reunite with his parents once. Before the 9 tails heard these half-understood words, Yafan's Mangekyo exerted force. The sealed door broke, and all of the 9 tails chakra was absorbed into Yafan's body. Yafan immediately created a space in his spiritual world and put the 9 tails in it. As for not worrying about the Nine Tails being able to break free from his restraints, that's not necessary. After all, his pair of Mangekyo Sharingan is not a vegetarian. And Uzumaki Naruto in the spiritual space looked at Yafan a little dazed at this time. Brother Yafan, do you think you can reunite me with my parents? But I don't even know who my parents are. As soon as these words came out, in the original Naruto world, the faces of Uzumaki Kushina and Namikaze Minato changed instantly. Naruto, you don't even know us. Chapter 18. The second Naruto World Sky Screen. In the spiritual space, Yafan pulled out the Nine Tails and broke the seal door. Both conditions are met. Breaking the seal door can make Minato's chakra appear, and pulling out the Nine Tails chakra can make Uzumaki Kushina's chakra appear. After breaking the seal door, the originally dark spiritual space suddenly became brand new. And two figures are quickly approaching Naruto and Yafan from a distance. Kushina, I think Naruto is in big trouble. It actually triggered the chakra of both of us at the same time. Namikaze Minato's voice came. Well, let's go help him quickly. Uzumaki Kushina's anxious voice was heard immediately. Soon after, Namikaze Minato and Uzumaki Kushina came to Uzumaki Naruto. Naruto. Minato Namikaze looked at Naruto in front of him and exclaimed. You're already this big. Brother Yafan, who are they? Uzumaki Naruto looked at Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki who had arrived in front of him in confusion. Although they had never met before, he had an extremely familiar feeling. This feeling was connected by blood. Yafan said, Naruto, these two are your parents whose names you don't even know. Hearing this, Uzumaki Naruto became even more confused. My parents? Naruto. Minato Namikaze was also confused at this time. Why didn't Naruto even know his and Kushina's names? What was going on? Namikaze Minato, hey, Sandame, the Naruto of this world, do you know the names of Kushina and me? Uzumaki Kushina Naruto, Naruto. Namikaze Minato and Uzumaki Kushina in the original Naruto world could no longer hold back. And Sarutobi Hiruzen, who was sitting on the platform of the Chunin exam, looked gloomy again. Senju Hashirama Sarutobi, answer. Senju Hashirama was also a little angry at this time. Sarutobi Hiruzen Minato, Kushina, you have to understand, after all, I do this to protect your children. Uzumaki Naruto in the Chunin exam venue was more confused than all of them. Uzumaki Naruto Namikaze Minato, that's not the name of the fourth Hokage? My father, is it the fourth Hokage? Uzumaki Naruto was shocked. The Hokage he admired turned out to be his father. But why? If my father is the fourth Hokage, why has no one ever told me? At the same time, in the second Hokage world, how come Naruto doesn't even know our names? Minato. Didn't you say that after sealing the Nine Tails, you entrusted Naruto to the third Hokage? How could he let Naruto not know our names? Why? Uzumaki Kushina in the spiritual world was already a little angry. Because Naruto is the Nine Tails Jinchuriki. Yafan sneered at this time. Namikaze Minato was stunned. Looking at the aggrieved Uzumaki Naruto in front of him, he frowned and said at that time, the Nine Tails was rioting in Konoha village. As the fourth generation Hokage of Konoha village, I naturally had to stand up. And later, although Kushina and I worked together to stop the Nine Tails, we were also pierced through the chest by the Nine Tails. Finally, I tried my best and used the 8-diagram seal to seal the Nine Tails in Naruto's body. In this way, Naruto will become a hero in the village and live gloriously. After all, he sealed the greatest threat within himself. What happened in the past 10 years? Uzumaki Naruto couldn't stop the tears in his eyes. Dad! Why did you seal the nine-tailed fox in my body? Do you know how people around me have viewed me over the years? I don't even know what I did wrong. No one wants to play with me. They all called me a fox demon. A fox demon who destroyed the lives of my companions. But obviously, I didn't do anything. At this point, Uzumaki Naruto's voice began to choke. In the original Naruto world, Naruto saw the scene in the sky, and at this moment, he felt the same way. Namikaze Minato Sandame. What is going on? Shouldn't our Naruto become the hero who sealed the 9 tails and live a good life? Uzumaki Kushina, 3rd generation old man. Hurry up and tell me. What kind of suffering has our Naruto endured over the years? He has clearly turned himself into a vessel for the 9 tails for the sake of the village. Uchiha Madara, do you even need to ask? Sarutobi Hiruzen was taught by Tobirama, they are all birds of a feather. Do you really think they can treat your son well? I laughed. Senju Hashirama Sarutobi, what's going on? Sarutobi Hiruzen I. At this time, the cold sweat on Sarutobi Hiruzen's forehead burst out again. In the sky screen in the sky. Namikaze Minato and Uzumaki Kushina looked at Uzumaki Naruto with great distress. Over the years, what on earth did the Sandame do? And what have they done in the village? Namikaze Minato's eyes were full of anger. Uzumaki Naruto clenched his fists and said nothing. Yafan, who was standing beside him, sneered. Minato, although you have sealed the 9 tails, which has been a scourge to the village, into your son's body, then, you start to have wonderful fantasies. Imagine that your son has paid such a great price to protect Konoha village. The villagers will definitely regard your son as a hero. After all, he is the son of the 4th Hokage of Konoha village, and you are about to die trying to seal the 9 tails. Tell me, is this what you fantasize about? Yafeng's words were heartbreaking. This is not a fantasy, Namikaze Minato lowered his head, the Sandame promised me that he would take good care of Naruto. I just like people like you who are stubborn. Yafeng sneered. Then, the Manjiki Sharingan glowed. Then, you can take a good look at how your most beloved 3rd Hokage took care of Naruto from his memory. The next moment. Chapter 19. The scene in the spiritual space suddenly changed. On the street of Konoha village, Uzumaki Naruto, who was only a few years old, was standing in front of a mask shop. At this moment, he was looking at one of the masks in a trance. It was obvious that Uzumaki Naruto wanted that mask. The few-year-old Naruto rummaged through his trouser pockets and saw that the change was not enough to buy a bowl of ramen. He could only hide the love in his eyes. How did I meet this little devil here? It's really unlucky. It's really unlucky. Stop talking, and leave. I can't eat dinner at night just by seeing him. If the Sandame Hokage hadn't allowed it, I really wanted to go up and beat him up. He killed so many of his companions in the village. Damn fox demon. Hush. Keep your voice down. Don't let him hear you. What are you afraid of? I heard it. I'm telling the truth. The passers-by around him glared at him after seeing the young Naruto. Uzumaki Kushina, 3rd generation old man. What on earth did you do? Naruto is clearly the hero who saved the village. Why? Why was he treated like this? In the original Naruto world, Uzumaki Kushina in the Pure Land, after seeing this scene, her lungs were about to explode. Namikaze Minato, 3rd generation. Please stand up and give us a reasonable explanation. Senju Hashirama Sarutobi, Naruto is the son of the 4th Hokage, and the 4th Hokage sealed the 9 tails in Naruto's body at all costs for the sake of the village. Even though you said earlier that you didn't expose his parents' situation in order to protect Naruto, why would the villagers treat their savior like this? Uchiha Madara, haha, Hashirama, can't you see the darkness of the village? You think too simply about the darkness of the village. And the even more naive 4th Hokage. With your naive thinking, I really can't understand how you got the position of Hokage. Namikaze Minato I. Uchiha Madara, in order to consolidate his authority as the Hokage, Sarutobi Hiruzen had to pull out an object or person to divert everyone's hatred. At this time, you, the naive Minato, sent Naruto out by yourself, and you still fantasized about letting Naruto become a hero and live? Ha ha ha. I'm dying of laughter. Namikaze Minato. Although, he wanted to refute what Uchiha Madara said. But it seems that what Uchiha Madara said is the truth. In the sky screen of the second Naruto world. In Naruto's spiritual world. The owner of the prop store saw so many people gathered at the door, and immediately walked out with a smile. He began to fantasize in his heart that today's business seemed to be better than before. However, when he walked to the door with a smile on his face instantly became extremely ugly. Because he saw Uzumaki Naruto. That fox demon. Get lost. Why are you in front of my store? Get out of here, the shop owner yelled angrily. Uzumaki Naruto opened his mouth and looked at his boss in confusion. He was just standing here. He didn't do anything. I see. You want this mask, right? Here you go. Get out of here. The shop owner picked up a fox demon mask and threw it directly on Uzumaki Naruto's head. Get out of here. It's really unlucky. I'm so pissed off, the shop owner cursed. Uzumaki Naruto covered his head and looked at the mask that fell to the ground. Then he held back his tears and ran away. Sandame. What on earth has he done all these years? In the spiritual space, Namikaze Minato clenched his fists in anger. The old man from the third generation. Is he still a human being? Uzumaki Kushina was also burning with anger. Namikaze Minato third generation. I have given so much to this village. Is this how you give back to my children? Uzumaki Kushina, we paid the price of our lives to protect the village. Old man Sandame. Are you a human being? Senju Hashirama Sarutobi, you are not really like what Madara said before, deliberately letting the villagers' hatred be directed to little Naruto in order to consolidate your position as the third Hokage, right? Uchiha Madara, is that even necessary? Sarutobi Hiruzen first generation, the situation in the village was very chaotic at that time, this is also to protect Naruto. Namikaze Minato protect. Protect your mother. Namikaze Minato in the belly of the Grim Reaper was already furious. Namikaze Minato, I'm still in the belly of the god of death. Still in the belly of the god of death. Sarutobi. Is this how you protect the child of Kushina and I? Uchiha Madara tisk tisk tisk, Namikaze Minato, you are nothing more than a tool to Sarutobi Hiruzen, ha 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 ha. Uzumaki Kushina protecting Naruto? Sarutobi. You call this protecting Naruto? What did you protect? Afraid of exposing the fact that Naruto is the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki? Now even ordinary villagers know that Naruto is the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, may I ask? What did you protect? Uzumaki Kushina in the Pure Land was so angry that her hair exploded. She wanted to beat Sarutobi Hiruzen to death. In the original Naruto world. In the Chunin exam venue, the villagers also began to discuss. Together with the ninjas, they all began to discuss secretly. The Sandame Hokage told us, was it because of Uzumaki Naruto that the fourth Hokage was killed? The truth. Is it really like this? It turns out that the truth was that the fourth Hokage sealed the nine tails in his son's body in order to protect us. But why didn't the Sandame Hokage tell us this? However, the Sandame said to protect Naruto and the Nine Tails Jinchuriki, but the entire Konoha village knows that Uzumaki Naruto is the Nine Tails Jinchuriki. If it is protection, the Sandame could have hidden Naruto after the Nine Tails rebellion. Yes. Why did they release the news that Naruto was the one who killed the fourth Hokage? The key is, this is fake news. For a moment, Sarutobi Hiruzen on the high platform, suddenly felt that there were at least hundreds of eyes around him staring at him. This hair-raising feeling made Sarutobi Hiruzen feel like sitting on pins and needles. Above the sky, the next scene made Namikaze Minato and Uzumaki Kushina even more furious. In the picture, it started to drizzle, and Uzumaki Naruto covered his head with his hands, running back to his home breathlessly. After opening the door, what caught his eye was the dirtiness. Uzumaki Naruto brushed off the water stains on his body, then touched his stomach. Then he took out a box of instant noodles that was about to expire from the cupboard. "I have no money, so I can only make do with what I have." Uzumaki Naruto looked at the instant noodles in front of him and tried to make the best of a bad situation. Namikaze Minato Sarutobi. "Don't tell me. You don't even give my son enough money to eat. P.S. The author is very nervous. Did you guys see this? Oh, those who read this, please vote for me." Chapter 20. In the picture, Naruto boiled water and tore open the lid of the instant noodle cup. Then he poured in the boiling water, covered the instant noodles, and lay on the table, waiting. Because it takes 3 minutes to wait for the instant noodles to be ready. This also means that Naruto needs to be hungry for another 3 minutes. Seeing this scene, all the ninjas in the original Naruto world suddenly realized. No wonder in the previous comparison video, the thing Uzumaki Naruto hates most is waiting for the instant noodles to soak for 3 minutes. So, that's how it is. Namikaze Minato Sarutobi. Come out and explain. As the Hokage, the pension I received after dying in battle for the village is enough for Uzumaki Naruto to live a carefree life until adulthood. I have also saved a lot of mission rewards over the years, and these rewards are enough for Naruto to live. It is impossible that he can't even afford a normal meal. Namikaze Minato was so angry that his whole body was shaking. The same is true for Uzumaki Kushina in the Pure Land. Uzumaki Kushina Old Sarutobi. Where is our dog? Even if you don't tell the villagers that Naruto is a hero, you should at least give our money to Naruto. You can't let our Naruto starve. Uzumaki Mito Sarutobi, why do you treat little Naruto like this? Uzumaki Mito, who is also the Nine Tails Jinchuriki, is also angry at this time. After all, she knows how much it costs to be the Nine Tails Jinchuriki. In the end, Sarutobi actually treated him like this. Senju Hashirama Sarutobi, stop pretending to be dead and come out and explain. I'll give you 5 seconds. Seeing this, Sarutobi Hiruzen was already getting anxious. Sarutobi Hiruzen regarding the pension, it has actually been sent to Naruto all along. Naruto, don't you think so? Uzumaki Naruto yes. Seeing this, Sarutobi Hiruzen heaved a sigh of relief. After all, he did arrange for someone to send Uzumaki Naruto living expenses every month. Uzumaki Naruto but, not enough to buy food, the food is delivered once a month, and after eating for half a month, I basically have no money left for food. Inside the Chunin exam venue, Uzumaki Naruto's state of mind has changed. In his heart, the Sandaime Hokage is no longer the kind grandfather he used to be. If it weren't for the sky contrast system, he wouldn't even know that he is the son of the 4th Hokage. He also has parents. And his father is the hero of Konoha village. The Hokage of Konoha village. Obviously. This is what he is most proud of. But, he has been kept in the dark. Uzumaki Naruto gritted his teeth, and his mentality has begun to waver. Uchiha Sasuke, who was standing aside, silently took a step towards Uzumaki Naruto after seeing this scene. It turns out. Is he also carrying such a heavy burden on his shoulders? Namikaze Minato Naruto, after you spend all your money in half a month, what are you eating? Namikaze Minato felt his heart tighten when he saw what Uzumaki Naruto said. Uzumaki Naruto I catch fish and grill them myself. I'm really good at catching fish. Uzumaki Kushina Naruto, you've suffered so much when we're not with you. And Old Sarutobi. Why don't you give me more money? You're so cruel. You let a child go hungry. Sarutobi Hiruzen Kushina, you heard it too. It was Naruto who said it took half a month to finish it. In fact, it was enough for a month's living. Uzumaki Naruto, not enough at all. I can only buy the cheapest ramen every day. If it weren't for the uncle who often gave me coupons, I wouldn't be able to eat it for half a month. Uzumaki Naruto. Later, I didn't want to trouble Uncle Ichiraku, so I went to catch fish for myself. After seeing Naruto tell the truth, all the ninjas in the ninja world were furious. The fourth Raikage AI, I can't stand it anymore. I never thought that the third Hokage, who is known as the ninja hero, would be such a person. I'm going to vomit. In the Raikage's office in the Hidden Cloud Village. After seeing this scene, the fourth Raikage AI was so angry that he smashed the new desk he had just replaced. The fourth Raikage AI, little Naruto. Although we have not had much in common, if you want to leave Konoha, the gate of our Hidden Cloud Village is always open to you. Don't worry. What all of us in the Hidden Cloud Village hate the most is people with ugly faces like Sarutobi Hiruzen. Shimura Danzo Yandame Raikage. You have a good plan. Do you want to sow discord between the Nine Tails Jinchuriki and our Konoha? Or is your ambition not enough to satisfy the two-tailed beasts in your village? The fourth Raikage AI, Danzo. I'm not as dirty as you think. Besides, I would rather not do that. But you are so shameless as to say that you want to sow discord between little Naruto and your Konoha village? Ha ha ha. Listen to what you said, isn't it ridiculous? Mai Terumi Konoha village is much darker than I imagined. Onoki : did the third Hokage really teach the three ninjas of Konoha? Now, I can understand why Jiraiya and Tsunade left Konoha after World War II, and later Orochimaru also left Konoha. Senju Hashirama: Tsunade, you left Konoha. Tsunade : yet. Senju Hashirama: what's the reason? Tsunade : Tsunade could only remain silent at this time, and so did Jiraiya. However, silence is also a kind of answer. Because they saw through the dark methods of the Sandame. But after all, the Sandame is their teacher, and all they can do is choose to leave Konoha. Sitting next to Sarutobi Hiruzen, Orochimaru, disguised as the Kazekage, showed an even more interested smile at this time. Spread. It depends on what Sarutobi-sensei will do next. Chapter 21. In the sky screen, in Uzumaki Naruto's spiritual world, he was also holding back tears, looking at Namikaze Minato and Uzumaki Kushina in front of him. After Namikaze Minato and Uzumaki Kushina finished reading Uzumaki Naruto's memory, they were both furious. We tried so hard to protect Konoha, and this is the result we got. Uzumaki Kushina wished she could go to Sarutobi Hiruzen in person and have a fierce argument with him. I misjudged the third Hokage. Namikaze Minato also shook his head. The respect he had for Sarutobi Hiruzen in his eyes had completely disappeared. Okay, I won't bother you guys anymore. Yafan moved his mind and came to his own spiritual space. In front of him was the nine-tailed fox that he had controlled. It really is a pair of eyes that are more evil than Uchiha Madara's. The nine tails bared its fangs at this moment. It wished it could swallow up Night Breeze. Uchiha Madara. Yafan smiled slightly. If there is a chance in the future, I will arrange for you to meet. Arrange for us to meet. Kyuubi was stunned for a moment. Hey! Evil Uchiha brat! What do you mean by this? Hey! Before Kyuubi could finish his roar, the Mangeki Sharingan in Yafeng's eyes flashed again. Kyuubi slowly closed his eyes and fell into a deep sleep. Senju Hashirama arranged for Kyuubi and Abon to meet you? Why do I always feel, the night wind seemed to be brewing something terrible? Uchiha Madara, that's interesting. If he said that, then I'm really curious whether I in that world will have the chance to meet him. At this time, Uchiha Madara's curiosity was also aroused. In fact, he couldn't see through this Uchiha Yafan. Then, Yafan returned to Uzumaki Naruto's spiritual space. After looking at Uzumaki Naruto with red eyes, Namikaze Minato, and Uzumaki Kushina, he said, "Are you done talking?" Namikaze Minato breathed a sigh of relief. We have very little chakra left. Before, Namikaze Minato was still worried that the Nine Tails was no longer in Naruto's body. But after sensing it just now, he also found that there was still a trace of the Nine Tails chakra in Naruto's body. Obviously, this was left here by that night breeze. In this way, it is equivalent to that the other party not only extracted the Nine Tails from Naruto's body, but also ensured that Naruto's life would not be in any danger. Similarly, just now Uzumaki Naruto has been telling Namikaze Minato how good Night Breeze was to him, and only people from their Uchiha clan would come to be friends with him. This also made Namikaze Minato's heart full of gratitude to Night Breeze. What a pity! We can't settle the score with old man Sarutobi. Uzumaki Kushina on the side was still full of anger. Night Wind. Uzumaki Naruto came to Yafan at this time, with red eyes, and said, I don't want them to disappear. After all, Uzumaki Naruto, who had lived for 12 years, knew that his parents were heroes of Konoha village and that there was chakra left in their spiritual space. He didn't want to lose them again. Just this one sentence almost made all the ninjas in the original Naruto world burst into tears. Senju Hashirama, hey, Sarutobi. Look at what you have done. Senju Tobirama, to be honest, I can't stand it anymore, Sarutobi, although you can do some shameful things for the village, but everything has a limit. You handled this matter, it's so chilling. Namikaze Minato Naruto. Kushina and I will definitely find a way to collect 100 million points. As long as we collect 100 million points we can exchange for a resurrection card from the Sky Points Mall. Then, we will be able to see you again. Uzumaki Kushina, this time, I won't listen to any nonsense from Konoha even if I'm not here. We must protect you well. Uzumaki Naruto, Dad. Mom. In the original Naruto world, Uzumaki Naruto finally couldn't hold back and burst into tears. At this time, the other ninjas and villagers in the village also realized that they had always regarded the hero of Konoha village as a fox demon. Even bullying. Thinking of this, for a moment, more eyes began to look at the Sandaime Hokage on the high platform. Uchiha Madara, if you collect 100 million points you can buy a resurrection card? That's interesting. At this time, Uchiha Madara discovered that there was a resurrection card in the Tianmia Points Mall. After seeing the power of the resurrection card, Uchiha Madara suddenly became excited. It can perfectly resurrect the dead to the ninja world. And after resurrection, it will maintain the peak state before death. If he collected 100 million points in advance and exchanged for the resurrection card, doesn't it mean that he can be resurrected to the ninja world in advance? After observing for this period of time, Uchiha Madara found that there seemed to be no one in the current ninja world who could fight. Wouldn't it be more convenient for him to carry out the infinite moonlight reading plan? Very good. Next, set a small goal. Uchiha Madara looked at his more than 2,000 points. Make 100 million first. Chapter 22. In the second Naruto World Sky Screen. In the spiritual world of Uzumaki Naruto. Yafan looked at Uzumaki Naruto, who was expecting but not expecting too much. After all, expecting is very cautious in Naruto. Don't worry, your calling me brother won't be in vain. Yafan smiled, and then once again drew out a strand of Nine Tails chakra. Anyway, the Nine Tails is a supercharger, so it's useless not to use it. What's more, it can recover by itself. Then he transmitted the Nine Tails chakra to. This strand of Nine Tails chakra is enough to support the chakra of both of you for at least a few years. Yafan said. Namikaze Minato was shocked when he saw the pure Nine Tails chakra. After all, he knew how difficult it was to tame the Nine Tails. But he didn't expect that the Uchiha boy in front of him could tame the Nine Tails in such a short time. And he could use its chakras so casually. Thank you, brother Yafan. Uzumaki Naruto said excitedly. Thank you for not being in a hurry. Yafan tilted his head and said, it won't be long before I completely ruin the reputation of this old dog Sarutobi. At that time, I will let you meet the old dog Sarutobi in person." Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki nodded solemnly. After seeing the memory picture of Naruto Uzumaki, the two of them have made up their minds. They must let everyone in Konoha know the ugly face of the Sandame. Yafan narrowed his eyes and looked at Minato Namikaze. There is another reason to keep them, that is, the other half of the Yin Nine Tails chakra in Minato Namikaze's soul in the belly of the god of death. In this way, the Nine Tails is a complete tailed beast. Senju Tobirama, what a deep scheming mansion. To be honest, this kind of scheming mansion, deeper than me. Even the shrewd Senju Tobirama felt that the situation was difficult. This Uchiha's layout ability, too deep. At the entrance of the route, Shimura Danzo also frowned. At present, because of the comparison of the events in the two ninja worlds, Sarutobi Hiruzen is about to be ruined. But in the second ninja world, will he have anything to do with him? Will his fate be the same as Sarutobi's? Thinking of this, Shimura Danzo frowned even more deeply. If he was also implicated, could he still sit in the position of Hokage? Although he was slightly involved in the comparison of the night of genocide, the impact was not great. After all, in this ninja world, the Uchiha clan has been exterminated. Moreover, after all these years of operation, in the village there are not many people who like the Uchiha clan. Thinking of this, Shimura Danzo's face once again showed a gloomy confidence. The position of Hokage. One day, it will be mine. In the sky screen of the second Naruto world, Yafan withdrew from the spiritual space of Uzumaki Naruto. Then, he came in front of Zabuza and Haku. The Manjiki Sharingan slowly turned. Zabuza and Haku woke up from their coma. When the two of them saw Yafan's Manjiki Sharingan, and felt the tremendous power from each other, Zabuza and Haku collapsed immediately. Haku quickly protected Zabuza behind him, and looked at Yafan with a pale face. "We won't accept this mission. We won't do it. We won't do it." Zabuza swallowed hard. Yafan looked at Zabuza and Bai in front of him with a smile, and when the other party was so scared that their calves were shaking, he casually said, "Okay. Your fighting power is barely enough to join the Uchiha clan's guard team. How about it, are you interested?" "Yes, yes, yes." Zabuza nodded immediately, "But how do we get into Konoha?" "You don't have to worry about what happens next." At this point, the Wave Country mission began to come to an end. Yafan gained Zabuza and Bai as his subordinates, and plundered the Nine Tails chakra into his body. Ding! Comparison event ends. Ding! Start calculating the points for this round of Tuko. Congratulations to Uchiha Madara for getting 1,500 points, congratulations to Senju Hashirama for getting 1,500 points, congratulations to Minato Namikaze for getting 6,000 points, congratulations to Uzumaki Kushina for getting 6,000 points. Namikaze Minato, I really didn't expect it. Sarutobi, you promised me at the beginning. I entrusted everything to you. I didn't expect you to do this. Uzumaki Kushina, I'm so pissed. Sarutobi. You're not worthy of being a Hokage. Onoki : indeed. You are so cruel to the son of the hero in your own village. Sandame, oh Sandame, in order to consolidate your position as Hokage, I'm afraid you have done a lot of things over the years, right? Mai Terumi, it's too dark. Now, I just want to see the night breeze in the second Hokage world reveal your ugly face. The fourth Raikage AI, I want to see it too. He was the son of a hero who endured all the pain, and yet you Konoha treat him like this? And you protect him? In the words of the fourth, you are protecting your mother. Sarutobi Hiruzen, enough. Are you from the Hidden Cloud Village, the Hidden Rock Village, and the Mist Shadow Village also upright? The fourth Raikage AI, he's anxious. He's anxious. Mei Terumi, this is really worrying. After all, this is related to whether he can continue to hold the position of the Sandome Hokage. Onoki after this matter was exposed, he still has the nerve to continue to sit in the position of Hokage? How thick is his face? Sarutobi Hiruzen looked at the sarcasm of the crowd and was immediately angry. Bite. 10-minute intermission. After the break, proceed to the next event comparison. Next event comparison preview. A major chapter on the Chunin exam debacle. The second Naruto World Comparison event includes the following preview of the person involved in the event. Uchiha Yakaze would release awakens for the first time and blasts Orochimaru. Susanoo explodes and appears. Kills Hashirama Senju and Tobirama Senju. Drains the first and second generations. Sarutobi Hiruzen is exposed and shits and pisses everywhere. When this series of crazy preview titles appeared, all the ninjas in the original Naruto world were collectively shocked and stunned. Senju Hashirama awakening would release. Uchiha Yakaze actually awakened would release. Uchiha Madara, is Susanoo going to appear? This talent. It's really terrifying. Senju Tobirama Anaki, not only did he awaken would release, he also beat us up. He also drained us dry. I'm very curious, how did we show up during the Chunin exams? Namikaze Minato, the truth is revealed. Sarutobi Hiruzen is full of shit and piss. Ha ha ha. Great. Only after seeing these headlines, Sarutobi Hiruzen fell to the brink of collapse. Could it be that he couldn't hold it in any longer? Bite. 10-minute halftime break is over. Ding, the second ninja world will open the sky comparison at the same time. All ninjas in the second ninja world will be pulled into the sky chat system. At the same time. The second ninja world. Konoha village. Right now, this is the center of the entire ninja world. The Hokage office building. There are badges belonging to the Uchiha clan everywhere. After seeing this iconic round fan and flame badge, every ninja and villager's eyes are filled with incomparable piety. Because in this world. Chapter 23. The second ninja world. A different timeline from the original Naruto world. This is the 68th year of Konoha. It is also the year after the Fourth Ninja World War. On the top floor of the Hokage office building, a young man is sitting leisurely on the central power chair. On his left is the fifth Hokage Tsunade, who is peeling grapes, and on his right is the Mizukage Terumi Mei, who is gently kneading her legs. Behind the young man, Sasuke and Naruto are standing here. In front of the conference table, the fourth generation Raikage AI and Tsuchikage Onoki, as well as Kazekage Gaara, are all sitting here. All of them look at Uchiha Yafan with deep awe. Because Uchiha Yafan led them to easily win the Fourth Ninja World War. And he beat the man who claimed to be from the Otsutsuki clan. Uchiha Yafan, who is sitting on the power chair that represents the rule of the Five Shadows, couldn't help but complain deeply at this time. I have already surpassed the Six Paths Sage. And the system is just coming. Yafeng, a time traveler. After traveling to the Naruto world, he thought he would open the system. However, he grew up in the Uchiha clan until he was 3 years old and did not wait for any golden fingers. Instead, he discovered his extremely terrifying talent. Afterwards, Yafeng no longer wasted the system, but relied on his powerful talent and foresight. He began to secretly plan for the entire ninja world. Now, it is even easier to win the Fourth Ninja World War, and thus unify the 5 major countries. As a result, when the 5-Kage meeting was held today, the strongest ninja world comparison system is here. It turns out that there is a ninja world without Lord Yafan. Tsunade beside Yafan couldn't help but say at this time, I'm very curious, what will happen if there is no Lord Yafan in that world? Mei Terumi also pursed her lips, full of curiosity. 2 hours ago, in the second ninja world, the sky screen also appeared. Now, the dual ninja world comparison system has been completely opened. The two ninja worlds are about to have a violent collision. On one side is the ninja world with Yafan, and on the other side is the ninja world without Yafan. Bite. The sky curtain chat system begins to pull in all ninjas in the second ninja world. Pull in Uchiha Madara to join the sky curtain chat group, drag Senju Hashirama to join the Tianmu chat group, pull Tsunade into the sky curtain chat group. Pull into the Senju Tobirama, Namikaze Minato, Onoki, Mei Terumi. Timeline of the first ninja world, formerly the Naruto world Konoha 6-4. Current event, Konoha village is holding the Chunin exam. Second ninja world, second Naruto world, timeline, Konoha 6-8. After the Fourth World War, Yafan, as the commander-in-chief of the 5-Kage Alliance, convened a meeting of the 5-Kage in the Konoha Hokage building. The Sky Curtain Chat Group is a communication group between the two ninja worlds. At present, all the ninjas in the two ninja worlds are curious about what the other ninja world looks like. Uchiha Madara finally joined the group. Hey, I've been looking at the sky screen for a long time and listening to the bragging of you people in the world of the first ninja. My ears are almost calloused. Senju Hashirama, me too, Aban. Uchiha Madara, get lost. You haughty. Whether you are in the first ninja world or the second ninja world, you are always so shameless. Senju Hashirama, this? Don't involve your world in the relationship between me and Madara in our world. Uchiha Madara, Hashi hot mom. Who has anything to do with you? Senju Hashirama, Aban, I am very sad when you say this. Senju Hashirama, me too, sang Xingsan. Uchiha Madara, climb. Uchiha Madara, climb. Uchiha Madara, how am I in the second ninja realm? Did our plan succeed? Uchiha Madara in the first ninja realm was very curious and wanted to know if he succeeded. Uchiha Madara, what do you say? If it succeeds, we will meet here. Uchiha Madara. Uchiha Madara, I am the number one ninja, give up your fantasy, Yafan, it's so scary. You don't know, during the Fourth War, he beat me. At this moment, Uchiha Madara in the second ninja realm recalled the scene when he was about to be in high spirits during the Fourth War, but was beaten by Uchiha Yafan. That scene was simply horrible. Uchiha Madara, Uchiha Madara in the first ninja world was also confused. Could it be that in Yafan's ninja world, he was so miserable? Senju Hashirama Amadera was beaten? Ha ha ha. Good. Good beat. Let Amadera be so high profile every day. This time, he has been dealt with, right? Uchiha Madara, laugh, during the Fourth World War, you were beaten harder than I was. Senju Hashirama. Senju Hashirama, Aban is telling the truth, brother, you don't know. If Yafan catches us, he will spit at us. Senju Hashirama, Tsunade : is Yafan so scary? In the first ninja realm, it didn't matter that Uchiha Madara was beaten up, but when Tsunade heard that in the second ninja realm, even her great-grandfather, Senju Hashirama, was beaten up by Yafan. Tsunade was stunned. Tsunade : Master Yakaze, you are so scary. No matter what aspect of your combat power is, it is quite terrifying. Tsunade : why do I feel like you, is there something else behind your words? Tsunade : you will understand later. Tsunade, the number one ninja world, scratched her head. What do you mean I will understand it later? Bite. At this moment, the prompt on the sky began to scroll. About to start comparing Chunin exam collapse. For a moment, the ninjas on both sides were full of curiosity. Orochimaru from the first ninja realm was curious about what would happen in the second ninja realm. And Orochimaru from the second ninja realm was also super curious. If Yafan had not joined the Chunin exam, would his plan have succeeded? Both sides were curious about the other side's world. Chapter 24. Original Ninja World Screenshot. There is still about an hour before the first written test of the Chunin exam. At this time, Uchiha Sasuke and Uzumaki Naruto, along with Haruno Sakura, have broken the illusion of the examination room. They came to the back of the teaching building. At this time, a green figure appeared in front of Uchiha Sasuke. Xiao Li looked at Sasuke in front of him and said, "I will not let those who are not strong enough continue to participate in the Chunin exam." Uchiha Sasuke said coldly, "It just so happens that I also plan to test your strength first." Konoha Whirlwind. Xiao Li took the lead. What a fast speed! Uchiha Sasuke was shocked. After parrying several times, he suddenly felt powerless, and then gradually began to fall into a disadvantage. Uchiha Madara, really, Sasuke, you can really quit the group. Uchiha Sasuke, it doesn't matter. My brother Yafan will take action. Uzumaki Naruto, yes. Brother Yafan will take action. Seeing Sasuke and Naruto from the second ninja world helping him speak, Uchiha Sasuke from the first ninja world was about to cry. Then, in the sky screen of the original ninja world, Uchiha Sasuke was ravaged by Xiao Li, and finally in anger, he awakened the double Megatama Sharingan. It is no longer the single and double as before. In the second ninja world, in the Hokage office building, Sasuke, who now has the eternal Mangeki Sharingan, can't even believe it. In a world without Brother Yafan, he actually opened the double Megatama only before the Chunin exam? You know. In the ninja world with Brother Yafan, during the Chunin exam, he had 3 Megatama Sharingans. At this time, in the sky screen of the second ninja world on the right, it is still the familiar back of the teaching building, but this time Yafan brought Sasuke and Naruto to participate in the Chunin exam. Call out! Xiao Li appeared here and said, "I will not let anyone who is not strong enough enter the examination room of the Chunin exam. Why is this kid so arrogant? Brother Yafeng, I'm going to beat him to death." Uchiha Sasuke was furious when he saw this. Who dares to talk to his elder brother Yafeng like this? Brother Yafeng, I want to beat him to death too. Uzumaki Naruto was even more so. At this moment, Yafeng looked at the two of them, Sasuke and Naruto, who were ready to fight, and immediately raised his right hand. There will be plenty of opportunities for you to show off later. Yafeng looked at Xiao Li in front of him with a smile, "Come on, give it a try." Konoha Whirlwind. Xiao Li took a deep breath. He took the lead. It's a good time to try out physical skills. Yafeng narrowed his eyes. He had wanted to meet Xiao Li for a long time. After all, in the early days of Naruto, Xiao Li's passion for opening 5 gates to blast Gaara was still very exciting. The next moment, Xiao Li's Konoha Whirlwind had arrived in front of Yafeng. This kind of attack seemed extremely fast to others, but in Yafeng's eyes, it was as slow as a turtle. A casual punch. Bang! Hit Xiao Li directly. The whole person flew backwards more than 20 meters. Before he could react, Xiao Li was defeated. Yafeng looked at his fist, and then said in disbelief, "That's it. Uchiha Madara, good boy. So pretentious. You are worthy of being the bloodline of our Uchiha clan." Uchiha Madara, don't worry, this guy was also so pretentious when he fought us in the Fourth World War. Uchiha Madara. Senju Hashirama, he, I'm really looking forward to what happens next. Senju Hashirama, don't expect anything, because I've been beaten even harder. Senju Hashirama. In the scene of the second ninja world, after Yafeng defeated Xiao Li with a casual punch, he immediately lost interest. I'm afraid that at this time, only Might Guy's physical skills can arouse Yafeng's interest. The Chunin exam venue is in front of us. Uchiha Sasuke quickly pointed to the classroom door in front of him and said, "Yes, open the door." Yafeng nodded. Then, Sasuke and Naruto quickly came to the door of the classroom. They opened the door of the classroom at the same time. Then, Yafeng and the other two entered the examination room in a high-profile manner. At this time, the examination room was already full of ninjas from other ninja villages. All the ninjas looked at Yafan, who entered the room in such a high-profile manner with unfriendly faces. After all, this Chunin exam was a competition between various ninja villages, both openly and secretly. As expected, he is the Uchiha of Konoha village. Born with a sense of superiority. At this time, a sarcastic voice sounded. However, the moment he finished speaking, he felt a strong stabbing pain in his shoulder. Then, two figures had already firmly controlled his arms. When he wanted to attack, he found that the chakra in his body was being severely suppressed. At this time, Yafan tilted his head and looked at the ninja who was speaking. It turned out to be the ninja who could use sound attacks among the cannon fodder trio sent by Orochimaru. Let's remove his arm. A smile appeared on Yafan's face. Yes. Brother Yafan. Zhou and Ming heard this and were not polite at all. With 2 clicks, his arm was removed. Ah! Suddenly, screams rang out. Is this Konoha's attitude? Isn't this too scary? Yes, there is no need to cut off the other person's arm just because of what he said. This is too personal. Speak softly, don't let anyone hear you. The ninjas from other villages around couldn't help but shudder after seeing this scene. Too personal. Yafan looked around and smiled. No, no, no. I'm not targeting any one of you. Because everyone here is a ninja. As soon as these words came out, all the participating ninjas in the audience turned black with anger. Uchiha Madara, does he have so many tricks to show off? Good boy. I've learned a lot. Senju Tobirama, indeed, this pretentious speech is indeed worth learning.